No, but yeah, she did
What you
friendzone
thinking
you.
of?
Not only did she friendzone you,
That's facts.
but she passed you off to
the homie.
her
That's
friend.
facts.
And if you ain't fucking with this podcast, then you're just a bitch ass trick.
Welcome back to another episode of Save It for the Pod, episode number 98. Got Phil, got Luke, and special guest Brittany in the building.
Hello.
Brittany, tell the people about you. And when I say the people, you also telling myself, you telling Luke about you, because you walked in here. I wasn't trying to be cold. I just, when it's pod time.
It's pod time.
I don't want to have too much conversation because it's like I want to hear everything for the first time on the podcast, not
Understood.
prior to. So go ahead, tell us.
Completely understood. I'm Brittany. I'm from Dallas.
No, you ain't.
Okay. I live in Dallas.
Okay.
Better. I'm from where this kid is from her hometown of Joliet. That's how I know this kid from high school. And I came out to watch him fight, and I have listened to your pod multiple times.
Okay, shout out, loyal
Shout out.
listener.
Yeah, and I'm excited to be on. So
They're going to be like, I thought he was from Chicago. I am from Chicago.
Oh, you from Dallas?
the suburbs of Chicago.
Nah, you from Joliet.
Yeah, you're from Joliet.
You
No,
he a
I went to
suburban
high-
Oh
dude.
no!
I went to
Okay,
high school in
technically,
Joliet.
That's true. He
Nah,
is from Chicago,
Phil
and
is
then
suburban
he
dude.
moved
To Joliet. Yes. And
So
that's
he's
how
really
me,
from Joliet.
and that's how me and Brittany are friends. We've
Yes.
been friends since we were,
Suburbs.
13 or 14?
It's like that John Morant
14,
video. You
yeah.
seen it?
14. A long while. You've seen it all.
So what was young Phil like? Because we've only heard stories, and we know grad school Phil. We don't know high school, middle school Phil.
Phil is a different person. Phil is a different person. He's a much better person.
He's a different person now, you're saying?
He's a different
Okay.
person now, but
When-
all for the better.
I thought you meant different than like everyone else, and I was about to say, yeah,
No.
He's very
No.
unique.
So when you
He is
say
unique. I
for
think
the
he is
better,
unique. For the better.
what was wrong with it, Phil? Before was
There's
it
nothing
Was
wrong.
it
Oh,
problematic?
there was something wrong. There was something wrong.
We all grow up. Like,
Yeah.
we all
Yeah.
grow up. We, have our times. We're all a little reckless, and then we grow up and are like, hey.
Okay, so
Let's-
do you have
let's
any
settle
reckless
down.
stories of Phil? Because
Nope.
he's told us some.
Oh no, we have a ton of reckless stories.
Feel free to
I was like,
this is open discussion. Be yourself.
I-
This is the niggas. Be yourself. You Gucci. The pod is a family. They know about me.
I will tell you a story about college. I went to Northwestern. He came up to visit.
Okay.
We have this day at Northwestern called Dillo Day.
It's a great day.
It's a great day where
Dillo
all
Day.
of the nerd students just pretend that we're not nerds, and we drink, and we have like a big musical festival, and it's great. It's like the one day we're regular people, and we go crazy. And Phil's like, hey, we'll come up, we'll make a good time. I said, great, come through, show up.
Yeah.
And he came through,
Oh, for sure.
and we got drunk. We started early.
We did. That's
It
the
was
first
like-
time we did what y'all call that shit? It was like eggs and champagne or some shit. It was like they started drinking at like 8:00 in the morning, bro.
Oh, yeah.
I was
you
like,
talking
yo,
about like what people always say when they tailgate. I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. I forget
It
what
was,
it's called though.
we started early, and probably started with mimosas.
we did.
It sounds like College Brittany was mimosas. And, by the afternoon, we were good and toasted. And I don't know particularly how, or maybe it was later in the afternoon, but Phil got lost on campus.
Okay.
And I could not find Phil. And I called his number, and it went to voicemail. And I said, oh, my God, Phil has been arrested. He is in the campus jail somehow. And I am responsible for him because he is my guest on campus,
Yeah.
and he is lost.
Yeah.
And I also lost it. And I get a random call from a random number that is Phil because he had taken someone's phone.
They let me use it. I asked a random.
Okay, they asked a random person, and he called me, and he was like, hey, I'm here, my phone died. And I'm pretty sure it was like the most I've ever yelled at you
You did. You was pissed.
because I was terrified
You was
that he
pissed.
was drunk in a bush and or arrested being a black man on campus
Because it is Northwestern.
it's Northwestern.
Yeah, and which
I
is
was,
predominantly white.
And I
correct?
had dreads. Like, I was a nigga.
But that's
Yeah.
in downtown, isn't it?
it's no.
No,
It's
Evanston.
Evanston.
It's
So
like
it's
Oh,
like
okay.
nicer
45
neighborhood.
minutes north of
What movie was
What's
shot
in
there? Was it
downtown?
Home Alone?
Mean Girls.
Mean Girls was shot there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's downtown then?
Is it
in
DePaul?
downtown Chicago? I thought Northwestern.
Loyola.
There is a campus.
Oh, okay,
It's the
okay.
medical school
Okay.
that's downtown.
Is
You're
DePaul
right.
not downtown?
Ish.
Yeah,
It's like
DePaul-
South Side.
Yeah,
Right?
Okay.
ish downtown.
Yeah. It's like out. It's like the outer bounds of
Got
downtown.
you.
It's, like,
Okay.
it's easy to get downtown from DePaul.
Yeah.
Okay.
So our law school and med school are both downtown. But I was terrified. I was like, you were probably in a bush, and like, where are you at? Like, I'm gonna pick you up. Like,
To give you guys some context on Dillo Day, so me and Brittany have been friends since, like I said, we were 14. And when she left out the stories, I was actually, would you call that dating?
would you call it dating? I guess is the question.
Who you
Oh,
did?
so y'all used to be a thing?
No.
Oh.
I dated her best friend in college.
Oh, okay, okay.
We tried
okay.
dating in high school. It didn't work out.
Yeah.
She was too smart for me.
Didn't go great.
It didn't go great at all. And I was like, yeah, you way too smart. He's like, what age you
Did you
date?"
think the opposite?
No, I don't think so.
No. I was smart in high school. I wasn't dumb, but like Brittany's like, you had honors. She had honors class. Like she went to Northwestern. She's
Yeah.
smart as fuck.
Yeah.
So like we tried dating. I think we were 15 or
probably.
16, and we went like to prom together. And then it was just like, this ain't gonna work. She'd be like, want to talk about politics and shit. And I'm like trying to talk about sports. And I'm like, this ain't gonna work. I think we should just be friends. She's like, for sure. And so like after we decided that like dating wouldn't work, we just came really best like close friends.
Okay.
And so I went to Northwestern. I was dating.
Wait,
her
hold up.
best
Pause
friend.
real quick. Pause real quick. Because we got to take it one step at a time. When y'all tried dating, like, did you want it to work out? Did you want it to work out?
It sounds like a mutual agreement.
I
Yeah,
understand
yeah.
that. But at the time, while things were kind of playing itself out, like,
Well, things were hot and heavy. is
yeah,
what you're saying.
exactly.
I don't know if we would ever call it hot and heavy. I don't think we ever made it to that stage.
Nope.
I don't think we ever made it to that stage. No,
No.
at all.
Not hot nor heavy. No.
So neither one truly wanted this to work
Yeah.
out.
It's not that it wouldn't work out. It was just
Yeah.
we wasn't compatible.
Yeah.
Dating
Right.
wise.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
'Cause
were
that-
better friends.
We were better friends. Like you
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
identify a relationship like, yo, you dope as fuck. Like you cool as shit.
Yeah.
But this dating you thing is not working.
It's-
And
yeah.
and mind you, like
So
she comes from a good
Brittany
home.
was the first homie.
Uh,
No.
The first girl that became the homie is
no,
Brittany.
No. Mary was the first homie.
Okay.
okay.
You remember Mary? Yeah,
Yeah, I
Mary was
remember
the first
Mary.
homie.
Phil has a trend.
Mary was the first homie.
Okay.
So yeah, it was just like, and like she comes from a good home. So at the time, you gotta remember, 16-year-old Phil is savage.
Yeah.
So it was like, yo, like I'm not gonna fuck you over because you really the homie. Like you really, like we really close. So it's just like it didn't work out.
Yeah.
No, like nobody
No
got
harm, no
hurt.
foul.
No feelings were hurt because it was like, hey, we're not dating, but we still cool. Like we still talk the same as we did when we were dating.
Yeah.
It's just different conversation. It was just geared different. Now it's like, yo, you wouldn't believe who I'm talking to, like who I'm trying to smash on. And she's like, yo, you fucking sad, like shit like that. You
I
know?
mean, and
Yeah, you dated a homie. And so yeah, so like we fast forward, so we go through college, like we go through high school as best friends.
yeah.
Yeah, and so we get to college, and I'd always wanted to make a trip up, and I'm like, yo, I'm gonna come visit you because I just want to see how y'all rock at Northwestern because it's a prestigious school. She's like, come up. I pull up, bro. I'm like the only real nigga on campus. I ain't gonna hold you. The black dudes on their campus was so whack
Yeah.
because it's like they
A
smart,
bunch of Mike Chases.
bro. You know, she went to school with Rotimi.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know he went to Northwestern.
Yeah. Once you
Do they have like an acting program or like arts
yeah, we
program?
have a really good acting
Okay.
program, but I don't know if he was in it actually. I think
Okay.
he majored in comms or something like
Okay.
that. Yeah, he got
You know who Rotimi is?
No.
Is a
he got
actor
punched
from
in the
Power.
face.
He was in Power, and then
I
he
did
is
watch
also
Power.
He did
a
get punched in
singer.
the face. I remember you telling me about that. Yeah,
I'm about to look him up right now.
but yeah, she,
He's the one that has it. There's a meeting in my bed.
Wow.
That's his song. that wasn't on point.
Yeah.
But
We didn't have we had some cool niggas, but
I mean,
they were
yeah.
few
Yeah.
and far between.
Bro, I got up there, all them black girls on campus was fucking with me. And I was dating her friend.
yeah,
And her friend was like, oh,
And what her friend looked like.
Her friend was cute.
Mm-hmm.
We actually broke up with her because she was too smart too.
so you just don't like smart girls.
So what you saying about Danny then?
Nah, Danny's smart as hell, but she's relatable. It was like her friend, like she was cool as fuck, right? But she was way too, like, again, younger Phil on some
Yeah.
other shit. She's talking about like creating her own petro and like trying to create an alternative fuel source, and I'm over here like, man, I just came in from a turn up. Shit was wild.
Bro, if my girl's talking about creating alternative fuel sources, I'm staying with her.
No.
You fumbled the bag.
I didn't though. She's not rich.
Oh no, she's not doing nothing now.
I mean, she's doing something, but like the shit she's doing, like it's not nothing crazy.
Oh,
It ain't
okay.
creating alternative fuel source. She didn't stick with it, but
She's smart. She's not
She's smart as shit.
fuel
Yeah.
source, yeah. But I mean, she's doing her thing.
I went up there, bro. Even they knew I had a girlfriend, and the girl still trying to make out with me.
Yeah.
She was wild. Like when I tell y'all the lack of real niggas at Northwestern.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah, I wish I would have known that back in the day.
Zach would have just gone to Northwestern on the weekends.
Bro,
Shoulda.
It was a great time. I'm like, yo, if it's like this every weekend, I might try to come to like a school close because I can't qualify to get in, but I can come somewhere close and just hop on the L, come visit.
Yeah.
You feel me? And then who performed that week? Because they do a free concert. It was Common.
Big Sean
was a Kid Cudi was there, bro, and it's all free.
Really?
And they endowment stupid.
Yeah.
So they had.
Was that John Legend year?
That was the Common Cudi year. It was.
Oh, those were the two.
Yeah, that was like the big Common Cudi and like some like B.O.B.
Yeah, that sounds lit.
and
All
Mike
for
that does
free.
sound kinda lit.
Mike
All for
Posner. Yeah, Mike
Yeah.
Posner.
Damn.
They were on like their
Bro, it was
college tour
fire.
before they like.
Yeah,
So-
Big Sean went to like every school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That
we
year.
pre-gaming and shit, right? And everything's going great. I'm having a time of my life because I'm getting treated like that. Like we going into all these spots, and I mean all these attractive black women that's just smart as fuck. But they also like, oh my god, you like, they don't make dudes like this here. So I'm like, hey, this shit lit, bro. We get out to that concert. I don't know how I got lost.
Trash.
I don't know how I got lost because she was like, we was right next to each other. We was in a group of
I
four.
like turned around. I'm like, where the fuck is Phil?
Yeah, I think I might have went off to try to like talk
Probably.
to a chick.
This 100% tracks.
And
Sounds
then,
about right.
and so I go off to talk to a chick, and I turn around. And I'm like, yo, where the fuck Brittany go? I'm like, and this is like 11 o'clock at night now.
Yeah.
Now it's like 11 at midnight,
It's late.
and I'm looking around. I'm like, where the fuck did Brittany go? So I backtrack, go to where I'm at. I don't see her. I'm like, fuck, because I don't know where I'm going to get back to her apartment.
Right.
And my phone just died, and I find a white dude, and by the grace of God, I memorized her phone number.
Yeah, I was about to say that's surprising that you knew her number.
I
when you
knew
phoned
her.
back.
I memorized her phone number because I'm like, yo, what is her phone number?
Yeah.
Because like again, we best friends. We talk all the time. It's like one of the few numbers I memorized, and like I said, by the grace of God, I called her number, and I'm like, yo, where are you? She's like, where are you? I thought you was in jail. I thought you was arrested. How could you be so stupid? It's fucking Northwestern and you're black with dreads. I'm like, yo, chill out. Like I'm Gucci. Like I'm good. Like she yelling at me like she my mom's. I'm like, yo,
I
like she
mean,
hot. I never seen it as hot.
no.
Like she mad. And she's like, come here. So we meet up, and like she didn't talk to me the rest of the night. She was
Yeah,
like,
that's
Because if I
crazy.
had
Damn.
said something, our friendship might have been over.
because she thought the thing
See-
is though, she thought it was the worst. She
No, but
legit
that-
thought like I was hurt.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that is a pretty bad story. Like, but I feel like we have
Yeah.
worse Phil stories that if she was there, y'all wouldn't be friends.
Yeah, facts.
Like the one where you got into the fight and then someone like gets in their car and drives down the
Yes.
road and runs over people, like runs over a crowd of
Yes.
people.
I mean, she
And
knew, she knew who I be with though. Like she ain't.
Yeah.
She know the niggas I rock
And
with.
then we did find him sleeping in a parking garage in Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah.
Like just drunk, knocked out next to a random, like not even on the right floor next to the car.
Yeah.
This also tracks.
I mean, we've definitely had our situations where I've been a shitty friend. Like for sure, been
Yeah.
selfish and been like, oh, I'm surprised you're still my friend.
Yeah. I mean, same on the other side too.
Yeah, it goes both ways.
Yeah.
Like,
Really?
we just understand each other. Yeah, it's the homie.
Just tell me.
All right, cool. So, thank you for that insight and introduction, Brittany. So we're gonna jump right into it. So Phil,
Wait, real quick, do you think Phil is a contrarian? Like just naturally?
yes, we need this answer.
I think so, but I think it's not. I don't think you do it to troll. I think that's truly.
That's just who he is.
I think
yeah.
that's just what you
yeah.
believe.
No, I agree.
You're not.
I don't think that he does it to troll. So I'm glad that we have like someone who's had a history.
I mean,
with
y'all
Phil
can
and-
literally ask her all about me since we vehemently disagree on a lot
that was
of
the
shit.
main. No, that was just the main thing that I wanted to know because like it's almost like immediate.
Yeah.
So definitely
We
go
can
ahead and
disagree
ask y'all
about
And
questions.
I was
disagree on a
ready
lot of
for him
shit.
to disagree, but he shook his head yes. So
No,
clearly
we
your opinion
fight.
holds weight.
Yeah.
We
Brittany.
fight over a lot of shit. We
Yeah.
don't agree on a lot. Sometimes even in politics, like
Yeah.
she's really good with politics. So like, this is my politic person. When I really try to understand politics and I'm trying
Yeah.
to chop up some real shit, I'm like, yo, how you feel on this? And she's like, what do you think? And I'm like, shit, I don't agree with that.
All the
I like-
stuff that you're
Think
like,
about this. Think about this. Think about this
yeah.
way. Think about this
Is it
way.
all the stuff that, when we talk, you're like, as long as it doesn't affect me, I don't care.
I've said
I
that
get-
before. She hates when I say
Yeah,
that.
yeah, no, I hate that too. Okay, well,
I hate it.
we might get along.
I hate it.
We might get along.
Because I'm like, when it doesn't affect you, but it affects the person that's
Yeah.
next to you,
I got shit
Do
to
you
do
see-
with me.
And you don't care.
and
It's
you
like,
don't
fuck-
care, and it's like, time again, you're gonna keep not caring, then it's gonna get to you, and you'll be like, man, that's fucking wrong. It's like, it's been wrong. Nigga.
Yeah.
It got to get to me
It's
first.
been
Nah.
wrong.
But what if it affects Danny?
Then I care. If it affects the people I'm close to, I care. That's the
Okay.
only thing I care about is people that's
Well, at
close
least
to
we taking steps in the right direction.
me. I mean, I think I've become softer. Y'all know this.
It's not about being soft, but yeah.
Yeah, I agree. It's not softer, but you have become softer.
I
yes.
become a bitch is what
No.
you're saying.
No.
No. We're saying
Absolutely incorrect. What the fuck you mean?
You trying to say you call me a bitch.
we think
If
you're.
I wanted to call you a bitch, I would call you a bitch. And I have called you a bitch
that's
before,
facts.
so
That's fair.
I'm not
That-
gonna mince,
that's
I'm not
fair.
gonna mince any words.
All right, but Phil, I can edit this out if you want me to. But
Nah, you get you.
this weekend is going to be a big weekend for you. A couple of different reasons. One, tomorrow you're supposed to be fighting.
Yep.
Which right now it sounds like it's kind of in limbo. And then Sunday, Eagles Super Bowl, which we'll talk about in a second.
Mm-hmm.
But go ahead, talk about the fight and the situation that we kind of in right now.
All right. So, getting ready for the fight.
And real quick, obviously this will be after the
After.
fight, so people are hearing this after. So go ahead. Sorry.
So, if everything works out, I will fight Saturday. If everything works out. So, if I don't fight Saturday, this is why. So, I got my blood work done on January 27th. So, they just changed the rule for kickboxers that you have to have the fighters trio, which is whenever you fight, whether it's boxing, MMA, or kickboxing, you have to have your herpes, HIV, and hepatitis A, B, and C test done. So you have to pull your blood work, just make sure you ain't got the gift that keeps on giving, right? So I go get my blood work done on the 27th. I go in the doctor's office. Mind you, I did the exact same blood work the year prior because
Yeah.
my paperwork expired January 20th. So I'm like, damn, I need to go. My shit's expired. Let me go get it. Fight's the 11th, right? Fight's the 11th. So I go, I'm on my shit. Get there on the 27th. I'm like, hey, I'm here to do blood work. Actually, I called a couple days before, and they're just like, oh, you can just walk in and come in and walk in appointment. I'm like, all right, bet. Get there early. Talk to the girl. I think the girl got the hots for me because she clearly wasn't paying attention. I'm like, hey, I'm here to get my blood work done, do my physical. I fight, so they got to test for HIV. She's like, all right. So
You had her when you said you'd fight. That's what got her.
So she's like, oh, what gym do you train at? Like, starts flirting with me and shit. And she's not even cute, but she was cool. So I'm like, yeah. So you know me, I talk to people, whatever. So I go through the process of pissing in a cup. They draw my blood. They're like, all right, bet. Come back in a week for results. They're like, actually, come back in 3 weeks for results. I'm like, no, I have to come before the 11th because I need to give my paperwork to the doctors. They need
Yeah.
to see my medicals to clear me to fight. Mind you, I'm telling them I fight. So this is why I'm getting the physical, because I fight. I need the blood work. So doctor takes my blood work. I go to my appointment on the 8th. She's like, oh, she comes in and is like, oh, you're healthy. Everything's great. Cool. So I'm thinking like, yo, nothing came back. And then we, like we did last year, we go through my my vitals. She does the EKG and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So we go through like my vitamin levels, my cholesterol. Like I do a whole comprehensive review with the doctor. She's like, oh, you're healthy. You look great. All this. I'm like that. Got everything. They print out my comprehensive report. And like, as I'm leaving the doctor's office, I'm like, oh shit, they forgot my fighter's trio paperwork. And it'll just give you specifically your HIV and all those tests. So I'm like, hey, can you print these out? Because I need these to fight. She's like, okay. Lady prints out my last year results.
Oh God.
But I did not know this because in my mind, I'm not going to check for this because in my mind, I think you just processed all of this, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm under the assumption I've told you this information. You feel me? So Fill out all my fighter registration forms. I send a screenshot to the promoter on Thursday, I think Thursday night. But
And they didn't catch it either?
She didn't catch it. So as I'm going, we go to weigh-ins, do weigh-ins. I take my weight's at 152.8, so I'm on weight, no issues. I take my face-off pictures, and I'm walking back to go do the pre-fight interview. I'm walking to the table to do the pre-fight interview. She's like, hey, do you have your updated paperwork? I'm like, what you talking about, shorty? She's like, this one's expired. So I look, I'm like, no, they probably just print out the wrong one. Let me call the doctor. Boom, call doctor. Hey, you guys print out the wrong one. Can you email it to me? Hey, we can't email it to you, HIPAA.
Yeah, I'm asking for it. I'm the patient.
They say they can't email it. I'm like, all right, we can only print it out. I'm like, well, I need this shit now because I'm in Lake Worth. So mind you, it took us 2 hours to get there because of traffic.
Jesus.
And we were an hour late to weigh in, and we left one time. And it took us 2 hours to get there. We were the second team there, so all the other teams are still late. So it's not like I can just hop on the road, go back south an hour, and come back north an hour and pick up my paperwork. So I'm like, all right, bet. She's like, oh, but you can go in the portal. Do you have access to the portal? I'm like, what fucking portal? Download the app for the portal. The app's not working.
Yeah.
But can you get the portal just using like a computer instead of using the app?
Yeah, but we was at like a restaurant. They did the weigh-ins at like a restaurant space, so there's no computer readily available computer. So I'm using my phone. So I have to log into the portal like 4 times before it actually just creates my profile, which takes like 20 minutes. And the lady's like, yo, we need this paperwork. She's like putting pressure. I'm like, I'm working on it. Get in the portal. In the portal, for my records, there's no updated records for the results that I need. So I'm like, call a doctor. They're like, well, it's showing up that the results are available on our portal, so you can download that portal. So I download that portal, go create the profile, go through the same process. And their portal is showing my last year results. I'm like, hey, the portal is showing my last year results. I need this year's results. And the lady's like starting to get an attitude with me, right? So I'm like, yo, like,
you're the one who messed up.
Facts. So I'm getting like getting mad, but I work in service, so I'm not taking it out. I'm just like getting frustrated. So I'm like, okay, well, I need this blood work. She was like, well, did you do the right physical? I was like, what do you mean? I told them I needed a physical and I needed my blood work because I had to give my medicals for HIV, herpes, and whatever. She's like, oh no, we only did a general physical. It's like, what do you mean? Oh, we only took your comprehensive results. We didn't test for HIV and everything. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I'm like, I specifically asked for this. She's like, yeah, there's nothing we can do. You can come in on Monday, but it takes 3 to 4 days to process. I have to have these paperwork in by tomorrow. Yeah. So I'm like, fuck. So I call my seafood and I'm like, yo, my coach calls my seafood and he's like, yo, this is the situation. The lady, one of the promoters, they know doctors. So they're on the call trying to call a doctor like, hey, we need to work a miracle. And then I have a lady there that's actually a nurse. She's like, oh, call the lab back because I can see if they can get because like when you do your blood work, I'm like the 27th. Usually they keep your blood for 7 days. It's 14 days because I was like, I want to make sure I get myself enough. She's like, all right, well, let me call lab, see if they can spat it, which means like overnight it.
Yeah.
Like pull from the file that they already have before they disregard it and just use that to try to overnight it. She does that. She's talking to him like, oh, do you have the MRN number? She's like, this girl don't know what the fuck she's doing. Like, so she calls the lab directly with her like employer information, like, oh, we're gonna transfer his files over to ours. Yeah. Can you guys knock this out? They're like, no, we can't do it. It would take 2 to 3 days. I'm like, so everybody's doing everything, right?
Oh, that's nice though.
So it gets to the point where the promoter's like, well, you probably should update the fighter. So I go to the fighter. I'm like, yo, bro, some shit. It's not looking good. He's like, yo, what you mean? I'm like, yo, man, I thought I did my paperwork. I thought I submitted everything so we can make this fight. But the lab fucked up. My office fucked up and they didn't do the right test. So he's like, damn, bro, I really wanted to fight. Because, cutting weight is a bitch. And he looked like he cut weight, like for real. So I'm like, I know. He's like, bro, I'll tell him, like, I'll still fight you. Cause, like,
you just pinky promise him that you don't have HIV?
He's like, bro, I ain't no. He's like, bro, when you train for 6-7 weeks and you in fight camp and you cutting weight, you want to fight. Win, lose, or draw, you trying to get a fade because you put all this work in, right?
Yeah, but you're not trying to get HIV.
True.
Right.
Like, you're trying to fight.
But it's also kickboxing. Like, niggas don't be leaking like that in MMA. Like, it's different than MMA.
Yeah.
He's like, bro, I'll tell him. I'm like, nah, they not going to do it because now this is a state thing.
So he told them?
Under the commission, yeah. But they still won't do it because it's commission fights.
They could lose their license.
Yeah, it's commissioned amateur fights.
So I'm assuming for like big time UFC or bigger leagues that they probably have a doctor that they bring in or whatever. But it is surprising.
They
for
have a
this,
specialist, yeah.
Yeah, that they're making you go out and kind of do all this work instead of having one. Because one, you could probably like falsify shit, which I'm sure they could figure out down the line.
Nah.
No, I understand that, but I would just think that they would want to have a doctor that they bring in and that they can
Yeah, but
do
then they
the
have to pay for
same-
that.
Yeah, but at least they could do the same process for both fighters. But no,
But
I
the
get what you're saying.
difficulty is in that, and you got to remember, it's still amateur fight, so we're not
Yeah.
pro fighters, so we're not
Yeah.
getting paid to fight. This
That's
is some
true,
shit we just
yeah.
doing on a string.
And I feel like they would be liable if their doctor fucked up,
Facts.
and they're just transferring liability to
Yeah.
someone else.
Yeah.
Facts. So it's always CYA, but also you have all the gyms. It's all the gyms in South Florida.
Mm-hmm.
So like the dude
All
I'm
the
fighting.
gyms are the league or all the gyms?
Well, that's fighting
that
on this
commission?
promotion. Under this promotion, they have gyms from everywhere. So like Miami, the dude I was fighting, he drove from Miami. I drove from Fort Lauderdale. So it's like you can't have one doctor for that vast of an area, all the way up to Palm Beach, almost Port
I
St.
see.
Lucie. You know what I'm saying? So it's really difficult on them, but they know a personal doctor. So my Sifu, he knows a doctor. So we trying to set some shit up where they'll have a nurse draw my blood. I'll take it to the lab in the morning, and hopefully the lab can process it in time for the fight.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting to hear back to see if he can guarantee me if he can process it. That's kind of what it's dependent on. So he's like, yeah, man, everything's okay. I'm like, no, nigga, everything is not okay. I need to. He's like, yeah, I'm trying to pull a Hail Mary. I'm like, and it cost me extra $250.
Damn, that's what I was
Yeah.
gonna say. Hopefully, it's not
Like
gonna
you're not
cost you
getting
too
paid,
much.
and then you got to pay dumb
250,
amounts for this.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that's tough,
I
bro.
was like, you could just go to the
Yeah.
ER. They can pull all your blood work there.
That's what they
Which is
said,
like
and then you
another
pay the
ER
medical
visit.
bill.
yeah.
I'm like, yeah,
That's a
nah.
pretty penny.
Yeah.
So,
How much do you think it would be? Well,
For the ER?
I mean, based on your insurance, your copay wouldn't be that much,
my copay
right?
is.
I feel like copay would be somewhere around 200 anyway.
Copay is like 200, 250. Maybe.
Yes, it's usually. I mean, for mine, it's.
But you got to
like
take
that
into
too.
account like what's that ER gonna charge though?
Yeah, but
And they gonna
if your
run it
insurance
up.
covers it, then you're
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, no, because they be hitting you with hidden fees. I do not like fucking with hospitals.
Just
'Cause
add
then you'd be like,
options.
oh.
I'm just providing
Yeah.
options to fight.
Yeah. So I've been stressing out. Like, so I've been stressing out about this whole time because it's like, for me personally, I like to pride myself on being on top of my shit, especially in that regard. Because one, I not only represent myself, I represent our gym, and our gym has a reputation for our fighters. We come to weigh-ins on weight. We come with everything ready. There's usually not issues out of our camp. So for this, it's just like, damn, like the promoter was like, damn, is Sifu mad? He's like, shit happens. Cause like they know, like we have our shit buttoned up. So it's like our team is known for like, they come to fight, they be on their shit. So thankfully, like my Sifu has a good reputation. He's trying to work some strings. So hopefully we can have some shit shaken.
Well, while I hope you do figure it out, I'll just let you know that I don't think I'm gonna watch this one.
Oh, why?
Well, after the last one, we saw a knockout where the guy like got up and was like, "Where am I?" Like didn't know where he was. That's the first part. But I feel like because y'all are not getting paid, I don't like seeing white. And I've mentioned this on the pod before. I don't like seeing white people prosper off and make money off like the destruction of minority bodies. So
I don't know if this is white owned though.
I don't know. I feel like usually top of corporations like this, it is, and commissions
Probably,
like this,
but
is
it's
white
also
owned.
voluntary. Like I mean, like some of these dudes are
Yeah,
fighting
but
to
they're
be pro.
They're like you're not making anything, and they're making all the money, and they're not the ones getting their head bashed in.
Yeah, but if they don't do it, somebody else.
And
will
they're
do
not
it.
the ones that end up with like CTE and
You don't really.
Parkinson's and-
CTE really comes from like continuously getting hit.
yes,
Yeah.
but
So it's not like you getting CTE from like one concussion. That's just one concussion.
But that's what he signed up for.
But yeah, again, I understand the threats that come with it.
yeah.
So it's
No,
like-
that's what you signed up for. But at the same time, like, I don't know. I feel like it's hard for me to.
You just don't like seeing niggas fight.
I mean, that is part of it. Like I
That's
just,
his prerogative. If
Yeah.
he doesn't want to see that.
He doesn't like the
Yeah.
controlled violence. It's
I don't
controlled
like violence.
violence.
I just don't like violence.
I like violence. That's why I do it.
I just feel like that's a very admirable position to take.
Is it?
To not want to condone violence, yes.
No, it's not, but it's control. It's controlled violence. Though it's a difference. It's not like I'm going in the street and fighting. This is a sanctioned fight with the referee. If you getting your ass beat, like if you don't get knocked out and you getting your ass beat,
Yes,
your
but
corner
you're
can
looking
stop
at
it.
the majority of the fighters at the amateur level. As like when we went to that your last fight were minority, like Hispanic, black.
Yeah, because that's also the area. But this area also
guess.
breeds some of the best fighters in the country.
And whoever owns that club or whatever it is, like, probably a white guy, old white guy, who's making money off that fight.
I don't think that deep into it because I just like to fight and test my skills.
Do you want to go professional?
No. But fighting, like, this is the best way to test what you're learning.
Oh, to actually put it into action.
Yeah.
It's like a final test.
There's no point of doing all this training. And I train with pro fighters. And I'm training with 3 dudes that's getting ready to go to pros. So it's like I'm getting still, like, pro treatment.
Yeah. I do hope you win, though. That's
Even if I don't, we going to come back.
For sure.
The plan is always to win. But hopefully,
sure.
Just get to the fight. Because, like, the dude was like, yo, he seems like a cool dude. I actually think would be a lot tougher fight than my last fight. So I was excited about just that challenge in itself. Like, he looked like he ready for the smoke. So
Yeah. Got you. All right, well, let's get into the actual topics. So,
sorry, yeah, we have some random.
Well, I'm gonna skip around a little bit because I just saw a Chick-fil-A commercial, but I saw that they're testing a cauliflower chicken sandwich at Chick-fil-A.
I saw that too.
Phil being the vegan, you're not vegan, are you? You being the lone vegan on this episode, is that something that you would try?
Yeah, because buffalo cauliflower is good.
Yes, buffalo cauliflower.
Yeah, so if they made like
They have good buffalo sauce.
Yeah.
They do, but the thing with when you have buffalo like chicken nuggets or buffalo boneless wings or whatever, it's fairly small. I feel like Chick-fil-A is known for their big pieces of chicken on their patty. I'm not trying to bite into a sandwich and take a big bite of cauliflower.
If that shit is
sounds
seasoned
terrible.
and breaded and it's good, I don't give a shit.
Also, the
ain't
texture
enough
is
bread.
it's not going to be just like they cut a cauliflower and put it in between 2 pieces of bread, Zach.
The way
Like-
their chicken sandwiches are,
Right?
they
Like,
might
you know
be the
when he
same.
makes the pulled pork jackfruit?
Yeah.
Like, it's not just fucking cutting a jackfruit.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, and putting it in between.
So I'm
So
sure
you're not going to bite into a cauliflower.
Should they gonna
Oh,
flavor
no.
it up, season it up, throw some soy or some shit in there?
If it's
And it'll be in a patty.
Cauliflower just in general?
nah.
Okay. There it
I do like the cauliflower boneless wings. Like, it's not bad. But growing up, I always hated cauliflower. Honestly,
is. I get it.
It's all about seasoning. Cauliflower don't really got a taste. You gotta.
I think it was always a psychological thing. Like, it looked just like it was modified
A
broccoli.
blanched broccoli?
Yeah,
Yeah.
which
they
apparently
have to have
broccoli is
seasoning.
not even like a real thing.
No, it's a
What do you
hybrid.
mean?
It's not a real.
Broccoli's not like something that grows in the wild.
No, it's like a hybrid. They put that shit
Excuse me?
together.
Is this,
Isn't she supposed to be the smart one?
This is
It's like this
I'll
not
believe
her
it.
arena.
This
No,
is paprika all over again.
I found this out like a couple of years ago that broccoli's not a vegetable that just grows in the wild. It's
It's
like
GMO.
It's a modified thing.
Every plant is GMO'd.
No,
Every-
but like cabbage grows in the wild, lettuce grows in the wild. At least that's what I think. But broccoli like doesn't grow in the wild.
Plant broccoli.
I
though.
think you can now, but it's not like something that started off as like
Yeah,
a,
it started from a lab. Like they
Yeah.
put 2 vegetables together, then you
What 2 vegetables? A broccolini and something else? What's a broccolini?
maybe a broccolini and a cauliflower. I don't know. Think about how resembling they are to each other.
Luke always looks things up. He's our
Right, like-
resident fact
because
checker.
a broccolini and a broccoli are different.
And
I actually
broccolinis
did,
be
I didn't know
bussin'.
that.
Yeah, broccolinis is skinnier, longer.
Yeah.
They be
Oh.
busting too.
Fire. Yeah.
They're good. Yeah, yeah. Cook them the
Put
right
some
way.
garlic on them shits.
Hey, a little olive oil, a little salt,
Little
pepper.
olive,
You know,
yeah.
yeah.
Well, while Luke looks that up, I'll bring up the next topic. So there was a woman who was who walks
I
through
mean,
miles.
this says there are broccoli plants that grow from a seed, and it takes 4 months to grow
Exactly.
from a seed to a mature plant.
in the wild.
Yeah.
I swear I've seen.
I've
that
heard
it's a-
that broccoli
yeah.
is not a natural like vegetable.
So there have been things like that. Farmers of the past have, like, with genetics and alleles that
Like, if
create things.
You might
through
not
hybrids.
you might not find it in the wild, as in like you just walking down the street and you see a broccoli
Yeah.
plant, but you can plant a seed
Yeah,
of
of
broccoli
course.
and it'll grow.
Of course, we're not saying that, but we saying it's like, an original. Yeah, how Dr. Sebi would pronounce. You wouldn't.
Original to what?
That
to
shit's
what?
not
I
alkaline.
just Googled, is broccoli natural? This says broccoli, for example, is not naturally occurring plant. It's been bred from undomesticated brassica, something, I don't know, wild cabbage, domesticated varieties of B. something else include both broccoli and cauliflower. So
When was it domesticated? What year?
I was just.
Are we
looking at
thinking
the-
like 1400s? Or are we
Ooh,
like
she getting
back
spicy.
at?
You real defensive over this broccoli.
I'm trying to learn.
She's
Right.
no, she's passionate about the broccoli.
I have no
Smoking on
idea.
that
This is
broccoli.
what, like the paprika is just crushed up peppers.
Wait, what?
Is it?
That's what I'm saying. Is this paprika all over again?
I don't know what paprika
is.
is.
Actually, the spice is just like dried out peppers, dried out red peppers.
But paprika, I feel like it's
I
not
didn't
even
know that.
spicy like that.
I didn't know.
Well, red peppers aren't spicy either.
Red peppers aren't spicy.
Oh, I thought you said crushed red pepper.
It is crushed red peppers.
Crushed red pepper is
Yeah.
definitely spicy.
No, without the
No.
seeds though. Like regular
Gotcha,
red
gotcha,
peppers.
gotcha, gotcha.
Stop.
Gotcha, gotcha.
But that's what I learned, and
Yeah.
so now I'm trying to figure out, is broccoli also fake? Like in the food category of things I don't know,
We've been told a lie.
I've been told lies.
Just like tilapia.
Damn.
Well, we know about tilapia. That's just farm raised.
Yeah. All right,
What's
but
next?
a woman who walks 3 miles to work every day finds $15,000 in a bag and returns it to the police. So one, I want to know: are y'all returning that bag to the police?
No.
Does the bag have any identifying characteristics on it? AKA,
Luke found this article, so I'm not sure.
Well,
That's.
I mean, we can talk about hypothetically speaking. If it doesn't, I'm probably not returning it.
No.
As well as I wanted to know what like y'all are spending that 15K on.
Wait, where are you finding it at is
She
important.
found it. She
Yeah,
found it
that
on the
is
side of the road as she was walking to work. She walks 3 miles to work every day.
okay, like, is this cartel money? Is this like?
It has
is-
to be.
Is it like? Some,
I don't know.
I don't
It doesn't have
No,
to
it
be
doesn't have to be
part-
15K
doesn't have
as
to
an
be- yeah.
I mean, it's not. It has to be drug money.
That,
No,
You
no,
not-
I don't
you
think
don't.
so.
Regular niggas not dropping
not
15K
giving-
in a
Yeah.
brown bag. I'm not saying you moving hella weight.
He
but
also
it,
didn't
No.
say it was a brown bag. It just said a bag.
Yeah.
But I'm not giving up Chapo. Like, I'm not. Like, if I know where he is, like, he's gonna stay wherever he is. 'Cause I'm
Yeah.
not gonna say anything.
Yeah.
But if it's like a regular 15, yeah, I'll keep it. Cause the police are just gonna seize it,
Yeah. So
and you're not gonna get a reward money for turning in.
right?
No, not at all.
Right.
I'm keeping it without a question. I'm thank you, Lord. Blessings on blessings on blessings on
Yeah.
blessings.
Yeah. So like you said, where you find it is important. So if it's just on the side of the road, yeah, I'm not finding it. If it's in someone's like driveway or some shit like that, that might be a little bit different.
I'm probably still.
No, I'm
might
still
keep-
probably taking it.
I'm not. If I
Unless they
find-
got, I'm gonna look see if they have a ring
Yeah,
That's
doorbell.
facts. I gotta
That's-
check for
That's my
cameras,
biggest
yeah.
fear. Like I don't know if they got cameras.
Someone's driveway you're taking it?
Yeah, yeah.
Dang, bold move.
Bro, if I find 15 bands, you's
Yeah.
gonna be hard to convince me to be a good
I
person.
don't believe that Luke's taking it. Luke,
I find
way too
1,000,
No,
I'm
nice.
no,
taking
no.
that shit.
I'm no. Yes, I'm nice, and if like it has like if their ID is there with it, then maybe I'll give it to
Yeah.
them. But like if it's just 15, like it could be dropped near their driveway and it's not there still.
That's true. That's true.
I think I would still figure out a way to wash it. Like, I wouldn't spend the 15K at a place that could check the serial numbers.
Oh, you talking in terms of dollar bills?
Yeah. What are you talking about?
No, I'm talking
Phil?
like you. I'm
What
saying
else would be
you.
in 15K?
Like you thinking in terms of like you
Phil's
wouldn't even
finding
you wouldn't even
15K
cash the 15 bands.
Nah, I'm not
No.
cashing it.
Wait,
Okay.
you're dropping off at the bank?
Nah, I put 5
No,
in.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
No.
I
I'm
put
putting
five.
nothing. I'm putting nothing in the bank.
I put 5 in.
No, I don't know.
Yeah,
where
That's
it
how
is.
you're
I don't-
getting
I don't
caught,
know where it
Straight
is.
cash,
Nah,
homie.
You could put 5 in.
That's
this.
you're getting caught.
I would
Phil.
buy a diamond and then I would sell the diamond for real cash.
That's like at a pawn
Yeah,
shop
you
or something.
Smart.
Okay.
You smart for real.
Nah, because
At
you
a
ain't gonna
pawn
get
shop
the
or
you ain't gonna get the
something?
dollar on a pawn shop. You can sell that shit back to a jeweler.
Right.
No. I'm not saying getting your money back from the pawn shop. I'm saying buying the original diamond from where? From the pawn shop?
Nah. I probably wouldn't even buy it at a pawn shop. I would know. It would be a underhand deal.
Actually, I
Straight
might be
cash.
dumb
But-
enough to go to the bank. And
I'm putting
But pawn,
5 bands
pawn
in the
shops
bank.
have people who what the fuck is it called?
What?
Wash money?
No,
Launder money?
no, the person who can come in and fucking identify the diamond is make sure it's real. What's that shit called again? I can't
like an
fucking remember.
appraiser?
Appraiser, yeah.
uh,
And that way, I mean, you have someone who can make sure that shit is.
I mean,
because
but-
underhand, you don't know if you're looking at.
I mean,
that's
but
real
you
or
can
not.
explain putting 5 bands in the bank. That's
Like if
not.
so-
You can literally legit be
Like
like
I
I've
can't
been
look
saving.
at cubic zirconia and tell you if that's a real diamond or
Yeah.
not.
True, but there's tests. Even. There's like diamond pens.
diamond testers.
I
diamond
guess are they
testing pens.
legit? Like they're yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and if I'm going underhanded, I'm gonna have somebody who's really gonna have me.
I
Indicted,
guess.
but they have to get it off their hands. Fast.
Yeah.
See, I like her. She's
That's
smart.
That's true.
But you
That's
can
true.
tell she's still from,
She a nigga.
She's still from Joliet, Chicago.
Why you
area.
think we've been friends for so long? What y'all fail to realize is, folks a nigga. Don't let this smartness fool you.
Like I'm thinking
Wait,
Northwest.
but Phil, you can't drop it off at the bank, bro.
You can't.
I'm putting
No,
5 in the
so
bank.
I might be dumb
Yes.
enough to do that.
I'm investing
but
5.
I'm gonna try and be smart because
the serial numbers, if it's drug money or if it's something that somebody's already
Yeah, they can track it.
identified, you're gonna be immediately arrested.
okay. See, that's where I'd fuck up.
I'm under the assumption that
Zach's like, I'm dropping all of it at the bank.
Well, no, I would because with my high school games, I get paid cash. So I would probably every time I deposit my cash, just maybe slowly, like each time I deposit, like adding a little bit from that $15,000 pie
Nah, you're getting-
into
you're
my
getting
deposit
caught.
money.
See, now what you could do is is it like concessions? Now that would be a good scheme if you change out some of the bills
Yeah.
in the concession, because then they're depositing.
Ah,
and, who's
yeah.
gonna think that?
Yeah.
Dang, but what if they get arrested?
But they're not gonna be arrested because it could be real money that people have that coming from a game. There's no way to know
True.
which individual person.
Bruh, if I ever
Gave
find
you the-
$15,000,
gave you
Brittany's the first person I'm going to.
hey,
I
hey, you
don't
feel
wanna
me?
incriminate myself. Let me stop
Hey,
talking.
you feel me?
I honestly, I think she's found 15K before.
For real. That's
has
how she
experience-
paid
she has
for,
experience.
That's how she paid for her flight here.
Yeah.
It's so slight work.
So there was a TikToker who was arrested and charged with scamming donors out of
Wait,
37,000.
we didn't talk about what y'all would buy.
Oh, my fault. Well, first thing that came to mind is paying like my car off or like part of my student loans. But
Oh, facts.
if it's cash and I can't deposit it at the bank, I guess I can't do that. So probably just groceries.
Well, you could wash it. In
15K in groceries.
You could wash it and then.
No, I'm.
And
I'm
over
not-
time, I know
it's-
over time.
No, I'm investing 5 and spending 10 like on bills and shit. I would just pay all my shit off.
See, cash just makes it so hard.
Yeah, but that's why you would have to wash it.
Yeah. I watch so
I mean,
many
for her,
shows.
she should buy a car though. 3 miles to work, that's taking you over an hour
Yeah.
to get to work.
Yeah,
Facts.
you can get a nice whip for 15 too.
You could get a Vespa for 10.
Yeah, and then
Not
she has
even.
5K left
Is
over.
it Vespa 10? I feel like it's cheaper than that.
What's
no?
the Vespa?
Scooter,
scooter,
like the
yeah.
nice
Oh,
Italian
Yeah,
ones.
nah.
You know,
I'm not getting a scooter with 15, man. I'm gonna get some decent. You can get some decent for 12.
A nice little blue blur.
True.
That was only 3. Not even. That was 15. Man, no, it was 35. I think. It was
Yeah.
35. Yeah.
Well, what you buying with it? You said?
Clothes. Nigga, Luke gonna go
More,
stupid.
more boots like those.
Luke gonna go stupid, and he gonna go spend $1,000 at dinner.
Yeah. So yeah, with the TikToker, she was arrested for scamming people out of $37,000 because she faked cancer. And again,
Tough.
Dang, I
Yeah.
knew that means she going to jail.
so last episode, Phil and I talked about scammers. I went on a bit of a rant about how these scammers get too greedy and selfish. So if you were a scammer, because you sound like you pretty smart, how would you go about this situation or just any scamming situation?
How would I scam or how would I unscam myself from this?
Well, okay.
Can you unscam yourself from this?
I don't think you can. Well, I think just the juju alone of like saying you have cancer, you're just wishing that upon yourself.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
No, thank you.
Hey.
I think you
Talk
got
to
to
him.
plead insanity.
Nah, that's not gonna work.
Yeah, that's not working
In
at
court.
all.
Because you.
That's what white people do all the time.
Yeah,
It
but
is.
And it works.
But it has to actually sound reasonable. This doesn't sound reasonable. Like, oh, I convinced people I had cancer.
Yeah.
That just sound like, yo, you try to hit a lick and got caught.
Or, I mean, I guess you would have to fake the results though. It's like you could say that you did have
Yeah.
cancer and it was the wrong test result.
I
but
just-
you'd have to get other people involved with that.
How did she think this was going to play out?
She probably
Yeah.
didn't think enough
But
people would know.
As a famous TikToker, I feel like the word's gonna get out somehow.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like too many people know you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
If you're gonna scam big, it's gotta be a scam that everybody understands, and not like a whodunit gotcha.
Yeah.
Like the girl who sold those "Make America Great Again" hats. That was
Yeah.
like, "I'm black."
Yeah,
and
the black girl.
I want to make America great again because nobody else. And she was like, "JK, I'm actually a liberal."
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Exactly.
At all, yeah.
Exactly.
Phil liked her when she was the Make America Great girl.
Who? Not like Candace Owens.
I know you do.
I do.
That shit pisses me off. But anyway,
Brittany look like she want to swing on you, bro.
We've had discussions about this.
Yeah, we have.
She's cute to me.
That's the only reason
Yeah,
why
right.
he likes it.
Which is fine.
Well, in the beginning, I like some of the shit she said. She been going off a little rails a couple of weeks.
and he likes what's the other motherfucker's name who just got arrested?
I don't like him.
What's his name?
Andrew
Tate?
Tate.
Andrew
Yeah, he
Tate.
likes him.
No, I
Yikes.
don't.
Yes,
We
you
had
do,
a
but-
con- we-
You know,
I
you
like
said
him.
you agree with some of the stuff he says.
Some of the stuff he says makes sense. But again, you could be, and again, you can say right things and still do wrong shit. Like everything.
He doesn't say the right things though.
No, there are
He
some.
says the wrong things and does
no,
wrong
that's
shit.
not always
But
the
anyway.
case.
Ah,
That's not always the case.
the gateway.
Okay, we don't have to get into that. That'll put us down the rabbit hole.
Oh, you have the topics up. What's the next topic?
Yeah. Next one is man files $2.3 million lawsuit against a woman
Oh,
after
yes.
she friend zoned him. And then I wanted to know, do y'all have any potential friend zone lawsuits for being friend
100%.
zoned?
100%.
Any stories of being friend zoned?
Well, that girl Christina, I brought her up on the podcast before.
Baez?
Yeah,
girl.
she
Damn.
in high
We're
school.
putting her government. We're putting our government out
She
there.
actually she friend zoned me twice.
Christina Baez. She lives in Lake Worth.
She friend zoned me twice in high school.
Find her on
and
IG and spammer.
But then
when
you
we
finally got.
re-
Then
yeah,
you finally.
yeah. But then
got the
when we
box.
rekindled things,
Uh-oh.
and when I was in college, she friend zoned me for a second time.
Yeah, but you still got the box.
I did.
But she told you your dick was low.
She said I was. She said I didn't count, which
you
alludes to
didn't count?
yeah,
Towards her body count.
yeah.
Because he came quick.
Not
It
that
was-
it wasn't that his dick little. It just came quick.
It was because her friend was in the room. I had
An
in
audience?
my old apartment. No, her friend was sleeping. I had a futon.
Okay.
I had
And he was
my
putting
bed.
in like the baby strokes.
Yeah,
to
and she
just
was
keep
like,
quiet.
"You have to be quiet and go slow." And because I was going slow, it made me go. It made me bust way quicker. And then after that, like we still hung out
That's
and
her
stuff.
fault then. That's not your fault.
Yeah,
So that counts.
I tried to redeem myself. She let me come over to her place. I tried to redeem myself. She was in her little sexy lingerie,
Damn.
and she wouldn't let me redeem myself. I was pissed. And then after that, we never
She was
really
in the
hung out.
lingerie and wouldn't let you redeem
Yeah,
herself?
she just wanted me to cuddle. That was it.
Ain't
Damn,
no,
she
ain't
put
no
the
way.
lingerie
Then
on
she,
for
f-
cuddles?
bro, you would get the 2.3 mil.
Facts.
Right.
If I was the judge,
You ever seen that Peter?
You're awarded
that,
You're
Peter
awarded
Francis
award.
Geraci commercial? You might be entitled to a settlement.
I need to.
Wow.
I'm trying to think
I'm
if
trying
anyone
to think
else
who I got
friend-zoned
friend
me.
zoned by.
I think that's really the only person that's friend zoned me like that.
Who did I get friend zoned by that I really wanted to smash?
Damn. Don't look at me.
No, do you know anybody I got friend zoned by that I really want to smash?
No, because
Because I usually smash them. Dang. Trying to think. Who did I-
Phil, you had to.
Yeah,
have
you
gotten
had to
friend
have.
zoned.
You
I'm
had
sure
to
I
have.
have. I mean, let me think. I'm trying to think who I had a
I
crush
don't
on
think
in
it's by
college.
anybody you actually wanted to smash though.
Nah.
It was probably like a I coulda.
I'm sure there was somebody, bro.
Yeah, no, I usually don't get friend zone. I usually like if I told y'all this in the past. I work out of the friend zone,
Yeah.
so like getting friend zone is not bad. It's most of the time it's not being
Oh,
friend
you've
zone.
gotten out of the friend zone, you saying?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I work.
100%.
I go into the friend zone
Yeah.
to fuck
Just-
out of
that's
the
where
friend
you-
zone.
that's where you
That's
start.
my happy space.
That's where
Yes.
you start.
That's where he thrives. He's
Yeah,
like
he tries to climb. He tries to climb out. He wants a
Yeah.
challenge.
he's like Bane or from
Because the friend
Batman.
zone is where you get all the info,
Facts.
and
It's,
then
it's data.
and then he deploys.
The friend zone is what
You know me
molded
too
him.
well. So for me, it was just like it's not that I didn't get cheeks because of the friend zone. It was just I didn't get cheeks because I missed opportunities.
Yeah.
You were in the friend zone too long.
Nah, I was
Wrong
either
time.
being a savage or just not paying them enough attention.
I actually think I know someone that friend zone you, but I'm not gonna say.
No,
their
say
name.
it.
Do tell.
No,
do
say
tell.
it. Say
His
it.
cousin.
Oh, my cousin did friend
Oh
zone
no,
you.
no, that's not
No,
even
no.
who I was.
No,
thinking.
but yeah, she did
Who you
friend zone you.
thinking of?
Not only did she friend zone you,
That's facts.
but she passed you off
To the homie.
Damn.
That's
friend.
facts. That's facts. Who?
I'm sorry.
I'm
about
not.
that.
I'm not gonna.
What to
say
start
on the
with?
pod. I'm not gonna
Just tell me what to
say
start
it
with.
No, you have
on
to
the
say a
pod.
name. You don't say a name. Just tell you the story.
See, just blink your
No,
eyes.
there's
Is it D?
there's not a story, but I feel like there's someone that Phil
H?
wanted to smash.
Jesse?
K?
That
Stop playing
No, we're moving on. We're moving
Bro,
on.
hey,
We're
off camera,
moving-
off
We're
camera.
moving on.
Okay, we can move on. We can move on. Yeah, I don't know that I've
I'll say
been-
it.
I'm
I'll
trying to
say it after the podcast.
Dang.
My battery's actually
Wait, who?
about to die. Anyways.
So do we all know? Like
Yes,
We
we
know
all
her?
know we're moving on.
tough.
All right,
You shouldn't open
To be
Pandora's
fair,
box.
though,
I'll say it after the
also
pod.
say that I work myself inadvertently into the friend zone, and I don't realize that I'm there.
Ah, see.
So you just be like, where am I right now?
Where am I? Or people be like, nah, he wanted to smash. And I'll be like, excuse me? What are you talking about? What?
So wait, you never got friends? Never had dude be like, nah, I can't give you this meat because we friends.
Yeah, I have.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, tell us your perspective. Do tell. This is an interesting perspective coming from a woman.
I mean, I was fine with it.
Okay. So, but you wanted to like give him the papa, and he was just like, nah.
I don't know. It's never, I mean,
It was
for me, it's never really that big of a deal.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like it's more of a bigger deal for men.
Like, I'm like, okay.
I'd be hurt. Like my confidence is like, yo, shorty, what you mean? You're not trying to
What you mean?
like, you don't want it just a little bit?
Because your main goal is to smash.
Always,
Yeah.
always. Smash first, love later. Love comes after smashing, not prior.
Yeah.
It's the truth.
I don't know. I mean,
What girl you fell in love with without before you hit?
Wait, say that again?
That happens to Zach probably all the time.
I said smash comes
Zach's a
smash
lover.
comes before love. So what girl have you fell in love with before you hit? Or vice versa?
There's been hella girls, bro.
Not
Zach's
for-
a lover,
not-
you know
not-
that.
Well, not for me. How about you, Luke?
He's a love at first sight.
It might be different for women because I feel like women, you know.
There have been a couple that I don't know if I'd say love,
That's what I'm saying.
but
fell in
I've
love with.
really liked before I've had sex with them.
No, I'm actually joking. I don't think I've ever loved a girl before.
But you probably
No,
liked
I
them
have. My first love, we didn't have sex.
ever.
But I loved her. No, yeah, we never did.
Tough.
I can hear the hurt in your voice there.
I wonder what she's doing these days.
So Zach's the only person getting the 2.3 mil.
Yeah, facts.
He's entitled to a settlement.
I don't.
Well, she got friend zoned.
Oh yeah, you get the.
Okay,
You,
never
but
mind,
you didn't
sorry.
really
Yeah,
care
I
to
didn't
get.
care,
Yeah, you didn't
so-
care. So you probably wouldn't even have sued.
Yeah, I wouldn't have sued.
Yeah.
I've been like, what else?
But if you knew that you could be compensated, you maybe. you would.
100%. 100%.
I am entitled to a settlement.
I am entitled to a settlement.
I wonder if he's gonna get anything.
I have
Yeah.
so many great qualities, and I would like to be admitted for the banks.
All right, Phil, you said you didn't have a question of the week, right?
Nah, man.
All
I'm
right.
stressed.
So
Still
we have a
Well,
segment.
is that the question? What do you do when you're stressed?
That could be the question of the week.
What do you do when you're stressed?
It depends on.
I know what Zach does.
Depends on how. It depends on how stressed I am. If that makes sense. So if it's like
Super
like if it's a situational stress like this, where it's like this
He's
is
gonna jack off.
nah. I don't even have the.
If he's a
energy.
little bit stressed, he's just gonna.
I
Jack
don't
off
even have the
again.
energy. I don't even have the energy to jack off. A younger Phil definitely would have beat his meat, but like over 33 Phil has not. I told y'all, bro. I think I sent this in the chat.
Yeah.
My masturbation rate has dropped significantly, and it's quite
Dude,
concerning.
you need to get your testosterone levels checked with
If
your
you don't
blood.
use it, you lose it. It's gonna
Yeah.
fall off.
I mean, I still use it, but it's just
I think it's
like,
scientifically proven.
That's fine. It's
I think
that's how it works.
I do think that's how it works. If it just falls off.
It's like, oh my dick, it's going. It's on
Phil, you got like 2 days left.
I think now I would just stress eat, or like yeah, I would get something sweet.
Are you a snacker stress eater?
No, I think it's recent, just because
Oh,
you know,
I was like, this is
like because I'm like I really wanted to eat a cookie today, and I think it's partly is because I've been cutting weight, and like a cookie would make me happy after a long day I had, but like eating a cookie right now would be conducive to if I fight.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm still under restraint. So like the stress I'm in now, I can't wait till like after this fight because I'm gonna pig out, just cause
Yeah.
I'm gonna get something sweet. I'm eating them cinnamon roll cinnabon cookies.
I don't think you meant conducive.
Or I don't
We'll go
fucking
with
know
that.
what I meant, but you know what I meant. I used that correctly.
That's correctly.
Thank you.
Did you?
Yeah, it's not conducive to the.
No, but he said it. He said it would be.
I said it wouldn't be.
It's not
Oh.
conducive to the environment he wants to put his body in, or have his body be in.
Thanks, Brittany, because they be trying to catch me on this camera. Hey, you sure you?
I don't
wanna
think
be
that's what
a
she
permanent
said.
guest? We
That's
could-
all
we
good,
could-
it's all
we
good.
could-
We can review- we can
I
review the
feel like I'm
footage.
adding a lot here.
I agree.
Do you have any stress relievers?
I listen to music,
Okay.
or I just
What type of music?
go to sleep. It depends. It depends on the mood. Sometimes it's like straight jazz. Sometimes it's like gospel. Sometimes it's a neo soul.
Okay.
Or a musical. A lot of times a musical will get me out of my head.
Got you.
Also smoke reefer and go to the new beach.
I can't do that.
Yeah, drink Gym, music, like you said. Those are the main ones. Did you have any?
He obviously sands wood.
Oh yeah,
That's
Oh, what?
Very
sand.
Oh, sand.
Sandwood.
Yeah. Shopping.
Oh yeah,
I could definitely
shopping.
see that.
Are you
Shopping
an
is good.
online shopper or like you have to physically be in the store shop?
I don't know that I'm either. I like both of them.
He just likes to
You're
spend
like
money.
an Instagram shopper?
No, definitely not. I've never bought anything off of Instagram.
The ads didn't get you?
Nope. The ads do not get me. And I know multiple people who've not gotten the product that they buy looks nothing like what it looks like online
Oh no, that's
off
sad.
Instagram. And so I'm not going to get scammed. So
The
I only
scammers
buy
are
from
out there.
I only buy from brands that I know and like, and yeah. And from sites that I know.
That's fair.
All right, so we have a segment on this podcast called "Get It Off Your Chest."
Mm.
I know you said you listen, but in case you didn't know, if there's anything that's bothering you, anything you need to get off your chest to be therapeutic or cathartic, go for it. So, do you have anything to get off your chest?
I really need people to not put their coats in the overhead bin. Like if
That sounds like a Chicago problem.
if everybody has not boarded the plane yet,
Okay.
your coat needs to stay with you in
Okay.
your lap.
Okay.
Before the roller bags and or backpacks have been put in the overhead compartment.
That's not even something that's ever came to mind.
No,
for
me either.
Yeah.
Florida problem.
Yeah, it's definitely a Chicago problem. But no, I mean, if that's what you got to get off your chest,
It's so rude and inconsiderate.
do you relate to that, Phil, or have you related in the past to that?
Nah, because I'm one of those guys that take off my coats and put it in overhead bin.
I feel like that would be me as well, honestly.
Nah, that's
It's
not
the
me.
first thing I do because I can't sit in the seat and be comfortable
Yeah.
with a coat on.
No, but you put the
Everybody
coat in your
has a-
lap or under the seat in front of you.
Also-
Hell no, I'm not putting my coat on the floor. What?
But you could put it on your lap too.
No, because again, that's uncomfortable. I have to be comfortable. So I'm taking my coat off and I'm throwing it on top of my suitcase.
But why? I feel like, at least for me, once I get in the airport, my coat is off and it's in my backpack or something. I'm not wearing my coat in the airport.
Well, I take my coat off when I'm in the airport,
Yeah.
but it's usually how I pack my backpack. There's not enough space to put my coat in or
Gotcha.
enough space to throw it on my carry-on.
Ah.
And I know I'm going to have to put it back on once I get off the flight and go outside. So I have to have it accessible so that when I stand up, I can put it on, grab my shit, and I can exit the airport. So what I do is I throw my carry-on in first on the little things, and then I put my coat on top of it. Like, my coat don't have its own spot. It's on top of my luggage that would already been there, so it's not taking up extra space.
Got you.
Hi, Colby.
Kobe, you gotta get down, bro. I know you want attention, but you gotta get down. Anyone else got anything to get off their chest?
Stupid ass doctor's office.
I wish I got paid more.
Same.
I need my job to give me a raise.
You.
I just
and
got a
me
raise.
both.
It's
Congrats.
lit.
Congrats.
But
congrats.
I am gonna ask for one, so we'll see how that goes.
Okay.
In less than a month, so we'll see how that
Okay.
goes.
Do it.
I
Show
hope.
them all your accomplishments and be like, I did it. Other
Yeah.
people
Facts.
did it.
Facts. That's exactly what I'm gonna do.
Hell yeah.
But God did.
All right. Best thing you've seen this week. This is on the flip side. So if there's anything good that you've seen this week and want to celebrate it, go for it.
M'Baku.
What's that?
Black Panther, silly.
Oh,
Yeah,
I still
Winston
haven't seen
Duke,
it yet.
And he's delicious.
That's your man crush.
Those thighs. Can we talk about it? I mean, probably not, but
No.
okay.
I don't want to talk about his thighs.
Phil,
We can talk about it if we want to. You could talk about it. What do you want to say about his thighs?
No, I mean, I was up for discussion, but they're wonderful and great. I'm a fan.
You like him to squeeze your head between his thighs?
Hey, I mean, hey,
Is that like a little fantasy guy? Like, oh, just hold my hand between your thighs.
hey.
Like that watermelon video.
Yeah,
With the girl with
exactly.
the giant.
Exactly. You have anything best thing you've seen this week?
No, not this week. Honestly, just been chill.
Phil, you got anything?
The homies in town.
Okay.
Pulled up to see my fight. That may or may not happen.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
either way.
Oh, for sure. We gonna make it
also,
work.
Gonna do
your
something.
Eagles in the Super Bowl, so that's another good thing.
Well, I didn't see it this week. It's gonna be a starter next week when
Yeah.
they win the Super Bowl. So
For me, them big red boots that everybody been talking about, the Mschf
Oh, those
Astro
are
Boy
lit.
boots, I
trash.
need them.
I need me a pair
I'm out.
too.
Where are they from? Like, I know that's maybe a dumb question. That where Where would one purchase those?
So, well, one I know they're releasing February 16th, 2 days after Valentine's Day. Honestly, where they are releasing, I'm not sure.
Okay.
But regardless, I know that I'm not going to be able to get them retail.
Yeah.
Anyone's going to be able to
And
get
they're
them
releasing
retail.
for $350 retail.
Yeah.
Is it like the sneaker drop?
I don't think it'll be I mean, it will be released online, but I don't think it's like a Nike confirmed app or anything confirmed, like
Yeah.
or like the Adidas app. It'll be
Yeah.
like on just regular websites, retail websites.
Mhm.
Okay.
So
I'm
I
trying to
already
get the
told
key
Luke I'm not one
them big-ass
for
boots.
fake knockoffs or reps or anything like that, replicas. But these I would get the fake shits. I don't give a fuck.
They probably gonna look at the exact same.
Yeah, exactly. And on TikTok lately, I've been seeing so many videos about people buying reps that look exactly like the real thing. So if they got the Mschf astroboy boots that look like the real thing, I'm copping
What's
them.
the most you'd spend on them?
Yeah.
I don't think I'm spending more than $350, honestly.
So you would spend the $350 if you could get them for retail?
Yes, and I might
To look like
depending
fucking Super Mario.
Well, I might wear them like once or twice, and then depending what the resale's looking like, I would probably sell them.
What
Honestly,
are you
yeah.
styling them with?
I don't even know. I don't
Okay.
care.
Oh, you've got to have like some wide leg.
No, I
pants.
want to wear them with shorts. I've seen people wear them with
Oh,
shorts, and for
facts?
me, like the one dude that's always on Twitter
Wisdom.
that has Wisdom. I seen him wearing them with.
I need to
some
see them
shorts.
with shorts. But the Bottega puddle boots look good with shorts, so I'd imagine that those
Do they?
Astro Boy boots look good with shorts.
But
Are those the
Wisdom-
puddle boots there?
Yeah.
Those look good with shorts.
Yeah.
Bottega? What?
Bottega
Those-
Veneta
That's what
puddle
they call-
boots.
Okay.
Yeah.
Them
I'm
Pinocchio
learning
stompers.
here. I'm learning about broccoli. I'm learning about boots.
So he posted 3 different tweets with
The
with,
Pinocchio
like 6 different
stompers.
outfits.
Oh, I know that guy.
Oh, they look pretty good with shorts.
Yeah. So I
I feel
definitely
like that's
need.
the only way to wear them.
No, with pants it looks good too.
No, they
But
look really good.
I
with pants.
would-
So that's what I was saying.
yeah.
They have to like the pants have to be wide so they puddle
Yeah.
I
on top of
understand
the boots.
Yeah.
that. Are they like a croc consistency?
I don't know, but I seen
Probably
somebody
rubber,
I
yeah.
seen somebody
Some rubber
tweet
rubbers.
that they wanted to chew on them. And as a kid that used to chew on everything, I relate to it so much. But they look like they might be like a croc material, but I do fuck with them heavy.
I understand.
Like a
I can
rubberized
see it.
something.
Yeah. Also, best thing, Luke knows, but I didn't tell anybody else. But I got to work my first men's college game.
Hey, congrats.
It just so happened that they had nobody else to work. It was a fun experience. It was dope. Obviously, my mechanics were way off because I'm a women's official. And it's just different mechanics for those that don't know. But it was a fun opportunity. I'm not switching over. I know Luke asked me after, like, do you think you'll switch over? No, I'll stay on the women's side. But it was just a cool one-time thing that I got to do. So that was fun.
That was nice.
And you did
Yes.
a good job. So
I appreciate that. Yeah, I did ask my partners, and they were like, "Yeah, we wouldn't have even noticed if you didn't." Obviously, my mechanics, but like as far as inserting myself into the game or being
Making the right
too-
calls and shit.
Yeah, they said I did a good job, and I even had to like help out several times, which I didn't think would be the case, but it was fun. It was fun. Streaming. Is there anything that y'all have been streaming on TV as of late?
I put 2 things on the list. One is Wednesday.
What do you think about it?
Bro, I love it.
It's great.
Oh, well, I
Good.
finished it. I finished it within like 2 days.
I'm glad you liked it. I knew you would.
And I hope that there are a lot more seasons to come. I mean, I also just love her personality. Like, it's funny, but it's almost like
Yeah.
I mean, I can relate.
Yeah.
And I fuck with the outfits that she puts together.
Yeah.
So yeah, I know I like that one, and I definitely recommend it. And then the new season of You just released.
Today, right?
I don't know if it was today or yesterday, but
Okay.
sometime within the last like 7 days.
Okay.
I
I actually think a lot of shows drop on Thursday, so it could have been yesterday.
and I need like I took a while to watch it, so I think it really like the original released a few years ago.
Yeah.
And I only like I binge watched all of the seasons. I think it's like 3
Yeah.
or 4 of them within I don't know 2 months, and this was last year. So I'll probably end up doing the same with this season, but definitely need to watch this new season.
I haven't seen it, but
You haven't seen
people-
any of them?
No. I always get very nervous with suspense things, and it
Really?
very suspenseful.
Do you watch a lot of shows?
Oh, it is very suspenseful.
I feel like I have to know the end, and then I can watch it all.
Oh, that's kind of like
Yeah.
Luke. Luke
Well,
likes to Google the ending
Yeah.
before
Anything really suspenseful, I Googled how the movie ends.
Me too, friend.
But
Oh, yes.
but not with you. With you, I watched it all the way through first before, like, even doing any research on it.
Do you watch shows at all?
I do watch shows.
Is there anything that maybe you watched on the plane right here, or anything just in general that you've been streaming as of late?
The Physical 100 or the 100 Physical. It's like it's a show on Netflix. But
Okay.
It's a Korean show.
Oh, it's like they're doing like physical challenges.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Like
I
holding onto a
almost
bar the longest. or,
almost
like,
started it the other day, but I wasn't in the mood.
Get into it. I think
Okay.
you'll like it. It's like, it's like Squid Games, but like real.
Is there a money prize at the end?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's 3 million in Korean dollars. Which
Okay.
is, I guess like 250 American dollars.
Okay.
250,000 in American dollars.
Nice.
It's very good.
Yeah.
I was intrigued.
Anything else?
What else am I watching?
You watch Abbott?
Oh my gosh, I
I watched
do.
an episode of Abbott. I love Abbott.
love Abbott Elementary. Oh, it's so well written.
It is.
I don't know how I didn't put this together earlier, but you definitely remind me of Quinta's character on the show.
Oh,
That's hilarious.
Dang. I don't want to be Janine Teague. I want to be Quinta. No.
Yes, your personality definitely reminds me of Janine.
Don't make me Janine Teague.
That's
Hey,
hilarious.
that's not an insult at all. I love her character, so she is a little quirky, but I do like her character.
She didn't know what to tell for
Can I
once.
give you a spoiler
Yep.
for this episode?
I already watched
Do you
it.
mind spoilers?
Did I not finish the season? Maybe I
No,
did.
you're not
It's
caught
a
up.
Valentine's Day episode. This is
Okay, I
next
haven't
one.
seen that then.
Don't spoil it.
Okay, never
Don't
mind then.
spoil it. We can talk about it.
Okay.
Phil, you been streaming anything?
Nah, just Abbott. And it's Super Bowl week, so I was watching a lot of sports. Oh, I know what's the best thing I saw. Another best thing I saw a record that might not ever be broken again. Be broken by only the greatest player of all time,
Oh,
LeBron James.
facts.
Shout out to
That is what I saw.
Savannah.
This,
Shout out
yeah,
to
shout
Savannah.
to Savannah. She's so bad.
She's
She's so bad.
she's the best.
She glowed up because originally I didn't ever think she was that bad.
She was always bad.
She was cute,
No,
but
I
it
think
wasn't
she
like
was.
I didn't think she was that bad at first. But now it's like
Nah,
she didn't
she's
glowed up.
She a baddie for real.
Yeah.
And you're also right. That record might never get broken. I don't think. I don't think.
I think he gets it to 43,000 points, maybe 40.
Zach, how do you feel about the record?
A lot of points.
I don't know.
Your
what y'all
favorite
talking
player?
about.
He's a LeBron hater.
I don't even
Your
know what
fa-
y'all
You
talking
don't
Your
know his
favorite
name? I don't even know him.
Oh, what I've been streaming, Your Honor, on Showtime. I know a lot of people do not have Showtime.
The fuck
Um,
watches
I do have
Showtime?
Is it?
You
It's
said
the
you-
lawyer show.
Yeah, with Bryan Cranston.
Yes.
What'd you say, Phil?
Man, you go finish that because you've been on some other shit with Bryan Cranston.
Wait,
Oh,
no.
yeah, no, we need to talk about this.
What'd you say about Showtime though?
Who the fuck watches Showtime?
Oh,
I'm just teasing.
Showtime got some decent shows.
Yeah, I'm teasing.
More so back in the day, but no, that show is very good. Season 2 is out. It's about 5 episodes in, and then Last of Us, which has been on HBO Max. It's like been one of the highest streamed shows in history, based off a video game. I think we talked about it last episode, Phil. But it's been very good as of late. So if you're into zombie shows, definitely check out Last of Us.
I did watch that. They did a wonderful. The writer is the same guy that did Chernobyl.
Okay.
He's a beautiful writer. He's done excellent stuff with the show.
Chernobyl is something else that I've been meaning to watch over the past couple of years. Never watched it.
Do it. You're not gonna be disappointed.
All right, I'll check it out.
No, Phil, what do you want to say about Zach?
Bro, you've been on some other shit with maybe it's because you've been watching the show of Bryan Cranston, but
But I've always been a Bryan Cranston fan.
Yes, but this is not a fan.
tell the
thing.
pod what you told us.
So recently, this is actually a while ago. This isn't recent.
And I will admit, Kith does great marketing
Oh,
on
facts.
social media.
bro. So a while ago, Kith and Bryan Cranston did a photo shoot for the upcoming line or whatever, but they reposted it again yesterday because I think it's coming out sometime soon. Complex also posted it, and I texted the group. I was like, "What did I say? I don't even remember exactly what I
Some
said."
wild shit. Some nut shit, as
It
they would
might
say
take
up
me
north.
a second to find it because we send so much shit in here.
I don't think it'll take that long.
It was on IG.
Yeah, I know it's on Instagram. Where was it? Okay, I said this photo this photo shoot got me questioning my sexuality. And then Phil was like, these fits are fire, but Zach trying to fuck something. And I was like, I can't tell if it's the fits, the pics, or if I truly am trying to fuck something. But they got my boy Bryan Cranston looking fly as shit in all these Kith outfits. This is the photo shoot in case you didn't see it.
Oh,
okay.
It.
Okay.
I was like, okay.
Yeah.
You want that old white cock?
My dog just fly as shit in
No,
all these photos.
Okay.
Zach wants the old white cock, not you.
Oh yeah, and then Phil was like, "Yo, you must have not been getting cheeks as of late," and I was like, "I am."
I'm like, bro, you way too horny. Like, I gotta
But
get
Zach's
no,
just
but
always this horny.
what you said actually did make me crack up because he was like getting cheeks and wanting old white cheek, or what'd you say? I'll tell the people exactly what you said. You said getting cheeks and having an eye for an old white man is wild. That shit actually had me crack up.
That's some nut shit.
But music, anything y'all been listening to as of late? Paramore dropped today. Album was
They
decent.
did?
Yeah, album was decent.
Dang.
I wasn't.
They coming down
blown
here for a
away.
concert.
Are they?
Yeah, my homeboy's going. I listened to a new G Perico album when I was there. Ooh, sorry. I haven't went out of my way to find new. It hasn't been a lot of new drops recently, but
Yeah, 2023 been mid, bro.
yeah, I was listening to G Perico another song, and I just clicked on his name. I was like, oh, shit, he dropped a new project, so I listened to it. It was solid. It's West Coast shit. You know I like it.
Did you ever listen to Popcorn's album?
Yeah. I don't really love it,
Really?
to be honest.
I'm surprised. I
Very
thought
surprised.
No, I like everything that he puts out, but on this one, I want to say there's only like
Yeah, there's a handful of songs.
3 or 4 that I like.
Got you.
So that's it.
We'll finish up with sports. So you said you're a LeBron fan, but are you a big sports watcher?
You know, go sports. Everybody that got drafted, you know, you can tell Mama made it. You know, Mama, I made it.
Yeah.
You did it. Great job. Good for you. You know, like, go team.
Got you.
That's the extent right there.
All right, so
Do I
we.
watch the sports? Yes. Do I have to keep up with the sports anymore because I work from home? No.
She's
Can
flying
I-
home during the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh.
Can I watch the game and analyze it in a way that niggas be like, you don't even know what you're talking about? And then I'm like, that's exactly what the person said. And they're like, how'd you know that? You Googled it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, nigga, I just actually know sports.
Yeah.
Like,
You were a cheerleader.
right. Like, I actually do watch sports.
Yeah.
And I can watch sports. Do I do it for fun?
Did you cheer for Phil's
No.
when he played football?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She dated the quarterback.
Really? Okay. Okay.
She dated the quarterback.
Forgot he was a kid. I was like,
Well, he's wide receiver our
he's
senior
wide
year.
receiver.
Yeah. I was the DB. So
All right, so we alluded
she
to
cheered
this-
for a real nigga.
we alluded
Wait, who
to
was the wide receiver?
Her
Her
boy,
ex.
Her ex.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, like you're still with him?
No.
Oh, okay.
no.
Well, I said ex, everyone else said boyfriend, so I wasn't sure.
At the time.
We talked about the Super Bowl a couple of times, but it is officially Super Bowl 57, Chiefs versus Eagles,
Yes, sir.
aka the Kelsey Bowl.
Yes, sir.
How you feeling, Phil? You nervous? You excited? Feeling confident?
I'm not nervous. I'm more so just ready to watch the game, honestly. I think we got the better team, and I just want to see us win. That's it.
It's hard for me to bet against Patty Mahomes.
He's 1-2 in Super Bowls, and he hasn't played well in
No,
any Super Bowl.
I understand, but I think I got to go Eagles on this.
Yes.
Whoa.
Score prediction.
We're prediction.
I think
You
we beat him by
you going
10.
Chiefs?
No. I said I need the score prediction.
Oh,
I thought you said poor
Oh,
prediction.
no.
I was like,
No, I think
dang.
I think the Eagles win as well.
I think we beat him by 10.
I'm glad we have
see, I
two
was gonna
black
say like
QBs.
28-17 or something like that. Maybe it's higher scoring than that, but I think what
I
is the
hope it's
status
higher
of his
scoring than
ankle? What is the status of Patrick Mahomes' ankle right now?
Well, he's playing.
Yeah,
I know
don't
he's
I
playing.
don't
It's
know
still
what
an
it
ankle
is.
sprain. They just said he's playing. But
Okay.
also, the Chiefs haven't, for the last 3 years, I think all of their games have been one possession. So
really?
it's rare that they would probably lose by more than a one possession game. I'm pretty
Also,
sure.
they're a lot worse offensively this season.
Yeah,
No, they're not. They have the best offense in the league.
They're a lot worse than they have been. I'm saying,
But
as
they
a
had
team.
the best offense in the league.
yeah,
So
but
you can't say that.
I can still say that they're
can still
worse
say
than
that.
they were in the past.
No, because yeah,
not
they
accurate.
even if they're worse than they were in the past, they still have the best offense in the league.
Both can be true.
Yeah.
Both
I-
can be
yeah, but-
factual.
Mm.
You could be
I'm
black
excited
and
for the matchups, like how we're gonna match up in the slot with Kelsey, how our corners are gonna. I think Hassan Reddick is gonna be the MVP.
What about the
Are
coaching?
you? Sorry, go ahead.
What about the coaching?
It's gonna be a good coaching matchup. Andy Reid's the better coach. They have the better
Yeah.
coach, better quarterback. We have the better everything else.
So that's my question for you. Are you more confident in your offense or your defense?
Defense.
Defense wins games.
Offense. Yeah.
I'm more confident in y'all
yeah, I'm
defense.
more confident. Your
Offense.
D line and DBs are.
Yeah, but Gannon pisses me off sometime, and he's gonna play a zone, and it's gonna be
Yeah.
soft. I'm more confident in our offense because I know for a fact we got the best line in the game,
Mhm.
and we can run the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think the Chiefs can stop our running game.
And are
if
y'all
we-
going to commit to the run?
I hope so. We have. I mean,
We're gonna get a text. We're gonna get a text halfway through the game. We need to establish the run.
Facts.
That's it.
But
That's Phil's go-to
But
text.
also, I like our matchups on the outside, so I think Sirianni might come out passing because you got 4 rookies
Yeah.
in the secondary on Devontae Smith, AJ Brown, and Dallas
Those rookies
Goedert.
been playing well though.
They rookies.
That's true.
It's different. Them
That's
boys
true.
different.
They are rookies. It is their first Super Bowl, and they're still pretty new to the game. But this Eagles team is completely different than past the last Super Bowl Eagles team. So it's not like y'all have a bunch of Super Bowl experience on this team.
We do. We have some of our captains are all Super Bowl experience,
Okay, but
with
I'm
the exception of Jalen Hurts. But even if we might not have Super Bowl experience, our quarterback has played for Alabama and Oklahoma State, so he knows, and he's played in the national championship twice, so he knows what it means to play in a big game as significant as the Super Bowl,
yeah.
right? So has Devontae Smith, and he's performed well in the Super Bowl, and we still have Kelsey, Lane
Championship
Johnson,
game.
Brandon Graham, and Fletcher Cox that all played in the Super Bowl, and Ndamukong Suh played in the Super Bowl. So we have players that have Super Bowl experience
Yeah.
all over the field, or big game experience.
Do you
Yeah.
think that matters at the Super Bowl?
Yes.
I think it does. I definitely think it does. Because no matter how much experience you have, yeah, this nigga's trying to break this man's hardware.
Dirty ass toes.
My toes ain't dirty, bitch. Stop playing with me. I got a
But-
pedicure today, fool.
No matter how much experience you have, that first how long is a NFL quarter? 15 minutes?
12.
12? No, that's
Is it
NBA.
15 now?
It's 15.
Shit.
NFL is 15. That first like half of the first quarter, so like 7:50 or whatever, it's gonna be sloppy football. Just because
750.
I don't
or
think so.
7:30.
I don't think so because
let
you
that
have a
slide.
lot of Super Bowl and big game experience from the leaders.
Yeah, but everyone comes out tight. Maybe not
Maybe.
7:50, but the first possession of each team. That first possession, typically everyone comes out tight because they just not trying to fuck up or playing tense, whatever it may be. So I'm sure the Chiefs might not have a great first drive. Maybe they will. But typically, I feel like that first drive for most teams, that first couple of minutes is usually people coming out tight.
I don't know.
That's great analysis. That's
I mean, I really don't think they're gonna come out sloppy. I just don't. I think both teams are gonna be well prepared.
I'm not saying sloppy. I'm just saying
I'm like
tight, that's
even
all.
nervous. I think
Yeah.
both teams. I think you'll see some great plays being made.
Mm-hmm.
But in terms of like jitters, nah. I think both teams have great leaders and experienced leaders. So I think that travels well. It's not like, you know what I mean. It's not like it's a quarterback that hasn't played in a big game ever. He doesn't have teammates that haven't played in a big game ever. You know what I mean?
National championship and Super Bowl are also
Yeah,
two
different.
very different things.
Nah, I mean when you.
I get what you're saying.
I mean,
but
it
it's-
is, but it isn't. When you can handle that pressure at 18, you can handle it at 24. It's
Well,
the
then
same shit.
Trevor Lawrence should have the fucking Jacksonville
Yeah.
Jaguars in the Super Bowl right now.
Well, no, because he still won. He came back and won the game. He didn't play bad. The Chiefs was just a better team.
Yeah.
But in terms of like, let's say, right, if you play in a national championship, how many people are at that stadium?
It's a lot. Like I'm
yeah,
not
but you're also the level of competition isn't even close because like less than 5% of those players from the opposition are making it to the NFL.
Yeah.
And then
Level
everyone in
of-
the NFL is in the NFL
It's
for a
not,
reason.
yeah, it's not just about how,
How many people
eyes.
on that team made it to the NFL?
Georgia, they had like 9 first-round picks.
How many? Okay, but how many people from that team made it to the NFL?
That
What do
Georgia
you
team
think?
versus
The
Alabama.
percentage-wise, how many?
Of the 20, let's see, of the 22
And who did he-
starters.
He played in 2 national championships.
Yes.
Georgia and who else?
It was Georgia and
Who we talking about?
Jalen
Or
Hurts.
Jalen Hurts.
It would have been Georgia and
Jalen Hurts didn't play against Georgia, did he?
He did. He came in. He did an SEC game.
That
No, but
wasn't-
who
yeah, it
played?
wasn't
Yeah, who
the
played?
national
Who do you play in the national
championship.
championship?
I
He
feel
played
like it was-
Georgia.
I don't think it was.
Look it
I
up.
don't think it was
We got the
Georgia.
Googles.
Yeah, we have Google for that. The facts matter in this case.
Yeah, but still, the only thing that's really different is the viewership. But even still, college, the national
Who do you play,
championship does
Clemson?
numbers. Clemson probably.
Yeah, I feel like it was Clemson.
Okay,
or
how many
like
people from that
Ohio State or
Clemson
some
team made it to the NFL? Less than 10%.
You said 5.
I know what I said,
move
but
the
less than
goalpost.
10%.
No, what's 5% of how many people can you have on a roster?
52 probably. Zach,
shit. What?
how many people on a college football roster? 52.
It's more than
50,
that.
It's like
More than that?
70.
Six-
Because that's NFL. Like they
Oh.
got walk-ons, they got all that shit.
Okay, so
it's-
70. Let's say it's 80 people.
it was Clemson. that
Okay,
did
let's
play
say it's 80 people. How many of those 80 are in the NFL?
What's 5% of 80?
Jeez, this is sad.
I'm not a math
Oh,
major.
Come on, guys.
4.
4.
Come on,
Yeah.
guys.
Yes, they easily have more than 4 NFL players from Clemson and on
many-
Alabama. Alabama had 4 people go in the first round.
Okay, how many people do you think? How many people do you think they had? Just throw out a number.
I would bet Clemson probably had 12 people that made it to the league off that team, and Alabama probably had 15 to 17.
Okay.
Easily.
Right
Okay, that's
now,
still a very small percentage.
the point.
And everyone in the NFL is 100%
you
of an
guys,
NFL team
like,
in the NFL.
yes, you're still arguing about level of competition, but we can all agree that the level of competition, and you guys know I'm a college guy, the level of competition in the Super Bowl is better than the level of
I'm
competition
not. I'm
in
not
the
saying
national
it's not the level of
championship.
competition. I'm just saying the exposure to a big game matters.
And
it's
I
not-
feel like because you were about to bring up the point of how many people are in the stadium, it's not just about the amount of eyes that are on you. In either way,
It's
the
the-
Super Bowl is more watched than a national
Yeah,
championship
the
game.
usually
But
the
we
most
can
watched
all
event.
agree that there's more pressure on a Super Bowl game than a national championship game. Because you at national championship, it's like, all right, I'm trying to win this so that I can get to the next level. The Super Bowl, this is it. There's
Bruh,
no
that's
next
still a
level
lot
after
of-
that.
That's still a lot of pressure, though.
I agree. But the pressure of a Super Bowl is more than it is for a
But
national
again,
championship.
Mahomes has been there 3 times.
Yeah.
So that's what does that pressure mean? You know what I mean? Because he's done it but 3 times, so it's not like he's not new to this. Nigga been there the last.
Wait, now you're confusing me, bro.
Well, because I'm taking the experience.
now
of like
he's saying the
the
Chiefs are
no, I'm saying in
more prepared.
No, I'm saying in experience of the quarterbacks, right?
Yeah.
So like, yes, Jalen Hurts has never been to a Super Bowl, but he's played in a do or die, win it all game for a national
Yeah.
title, which is the equivalent of a Super Bowl in his respective
Yeah.
sport
Yeah.
at a younger age, is what I'm saying. So he's an older player, and you have multiple players, multiple veterans on that team that have already played in the Super Bowl, so they know how to get the team ready. They kind of know how to, rally the troops, is what I'm saying. So if you look on both sides, on both teams, there's a lot of Super Bowl experience in there, from the coaching to the quarterback to certain players. That's all I'm saying. So I don't think it's gonna be like as tight. I don't know. Like I don't think it's gonna be that sloppy in the beginning. I think they're gonna come out sharp actually.
What do you think the final score would be?
31-7 to 31-21.
31-21?
Yeah,
That
31-21.
close?
That ain't close.
I mean,
It's 2 scores. 30 and for Super Bowl, that ain't close at all. And then the Eagles are only a 1.5 favorites. So Vegas is pretty much a pick 'em right now.
that's a big spread if they're only a 1.5. To have that big of a spread.
I don't think it's gonna be that close though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Vegas thinks it's gonna be a toss up. Like Vegas thinks it's gonna be close. They think Eagles are barely gonna beat them. I think the Eagles are gonna beat them by more than 10 points because they've just been the best team all year.
What do you think it'll be?
What'd I
20
say?
28-17, is that what you said?
28-17? Yeah.
Dang. I'm gonna say 35-34.
Okay. I'm not mad
Okay,
at
you
that.
taking the points?
Yeah.
Taking the
What do you
the
got,
spread?
Bernie?
I'm 24-7.
Who?
24-7. Okay.
Eagles or Chiefs?
Chiefs.
Damn.
Come on.
You think
Country.
you know the
Phil's not used to this.
MVP winner has lost the last 9 Super Bowls, right? The regular season MVP winner has lost the last 9 Super Bowls.
So
Mahomes is
done.
different.
Are they both playing?
Yeah, well, he's won. Well, Mahomes is the league MVP this year, but he's also 1-2 in He's 1-2 in Super Bowls.
But is he playing at the Super Bowl?
Yeah, but he hasn't had a great game in the
Okay,
Super Bowl
so
yet.
then he could win the Super Bowl, then, right?
True.
Okay.
I hope. Hey, we'll see. I don't hope so, but we'll see.
Phil's not used to this. Someone throwing his own shit at him.
I don't like this at all. But I think I genuinely think the Eagles have the best team, and we for sure have the better talent. But again, if you have a quarterback like Mahomes, but I think what's gonna help us, he's on a bum leg, and we got to see how Jalen Hurts' shoulder holds
I'm
up.
looking forward to a good one. I'm actually very excited for the Super Bowl. So
I'm hoping Hassan Reddick can have the Von Miller effect,
okay.
because if the MVP doesn't go to a quarterback, I can see Hassan Reddick if he plays like he's played in the last
I
2
feel
games.
like it's gonna go to a quarterback, bro.
Nah, if Hassan Reddick performed.
When
like
was the last defensive?
Von
Super
Miller?
Bowl? How long ago?
2015.
That was against the Seahawks.
2015, wasn't it?
He was the MVP of the Super Bowl.
Yes. I'm pretty sure he was.
But that was so. I mean, I don't know. I feel like it rarely happens.
It wasn't Aaron Donald.
Oh,
I
maybe,
thought
actually.
Aaron Donald won MVP?
He
I
might.
thought
Yeah,
Stafford won
no. I
MVP.
think
You
Aaron
might be
Donald
right.
did. I think Zach's right.
Are their kickers any good?
Yes.
Kickers are certainly not going to win MVP though.
Well, no. I'm not saying for MVP.
Oh.
I'm saying for,
Oh,
like,
are their kickers good?
Yeah. I feel like that's the most disappointing thing when it's like, ugh.
No, it's
come on.
Von Miller. 2 defensive
it?
players have won the award.
Only
I'm
two
looking.
in
I'm
the
looking.
history of the
I'm
Super Bowl.
I'm looking at the wrong one.
No, it's Cooper Cup, bro.
In Super Bowl.
But only 2 of defensive players have won in the
No,
history of the Super Bowl.
Von Miller is the most recent defensive player to win Super Bowl MVP. Yeah, I was right.
Bro, it was for the
Super Bowl
Rams.
MVP.
No, he's saying just the most recent Super Bowl MVP.
Yes, Von Miller.
Like the most recent defensive.
Yeah, Von
Oh,
Miller
I
is the
thought he
most
was saying
recent
for the
defensive.
Rams, though.
No, Von
How
Miller.
would that don't make sense, Zach.
Von Miller was on
On the
Rams.
Broncos game against the Seahawks.
Yeah, he had 2.5 sacks and 2 forced
He
fumbles.
also said 2015 the Rams did not play in.
I didn't hear that.
That wasn't the 2015 Super Bowl?
No, I think you're right.
Oh.
It was somewhere around there.
Yeah, I thought so. I was right about Von Miller. So I'm hoping he can have that type of impact because the last couple games he has had like 2 sacks, a forced fumble, a strip sack. If he put up anywhere close to those numbers, I think we win and he gets MVP.
We don't need to spend too much time on it because I know we got one more thing. But did y'all watch the Pro Bowl at all? Did it move the needle for you?
No.
I didn't watch anything.
Yeah, it being flag football and all these mini games.
Yeah.
I'd rather it just be the initial Pro Bowl as what it was.
I'd rather just beat my dick.
All right, and
Y'all have Super Bowl plans?
I'm just gonna be
No.
watching
Yeah.
from the comfort of my couch.
Me too. Depends on if I have this fight, how the fight goes, all that shit determines on if I was gonna do anything, and it's probably not gonna do anything because Danny's don't want to play in it.
So you would want to watch with people? Y'all know
Part
how I am.
of me wanted to, just because it's the Eagles, but then watching the last Super Bowl, I thoroughly enjoyed just me and my roommate
Yeah.
Eric, because it was like if we lose, I don't have to deal with niggas talking about, oh, the Eagles lost, because I'm like, yo, get the fuck out my
Yeah.
house,
Oh, you'll hear it from us.
Yeah.
because I'm gonna have my Eagles
Don't
hat
you
on.
worry, you'll hear it from
my
us.
Brian's Dawkins jersey is hanging up in the room, like in
Yeah.
the
The
case.
Rafters.
Yes, so no.
Also, I have one more question. Who do you think is like the most underrated Eagles player of all time?
Of all time.
That's a tough question.
Brian Westbrook.
That's actually good.
That's actually really good one. Yeah. I would say Lito Shepherd.
Lito Shepherd. Okay.
Lito Shepherd or Sheldon Brown, because they were hoopers.
Okay.
I know that name.
Who's your favorite team? The Bears?
Bears, yeah. It's trash though.
Do you have a most underrated Bears player?
No. Mm-mm.
I know you don't really have a team. The Dolphins.
Oh,
Do you?
most underrated Dolphins player? No, I have the most overrated Dolphins player.
Tua Tagovailoa.
No.
No, the medical team for the Dolphins.
Yikes.
Nah, for me it's Rondé Barber. Like he's an
What?
all-time great corner, and he does not get talked about at all. But he just got into the Hall of Fame.
Fame.
So shout out to Rondé Barber.
Rondé Barber.
Tampa cover 2, boy. Stop playing.
No, he's great. He's great.
You're saying for the Bucks.
Yeah. I used to study his film.
I think he's great, but when
Y'all look alike.
when people think of the Bucks, I feel like
Yes, he's
no,
also
y'all,
bald
y'all
like you.
actually do.
You have he
You
looks
could
like a
be-
milk
you
dud.
could
So you
be-
trying to sound like Tiki Barber?
You
Fuck
could be
buddy.
the triplet, Phil
You really
Barber,
I
could.
mean,
I could not.
Phil Rondé and Tiki
Stop it.
Barber.
Yeah. Like if you
Definitely
didn't have facial hair, you would look like them.
No.
I could support.
But yeah, I think when people think the Bucks, they think like Warren Sapp. They think like
No.
Mike Allstott.
I think Rondé Barber.
I feel like a lot of
Well,
people.
Ronda Barber's a good one.
I think Warren Sapp.
Yeah.
I also think defense first though.
Yeah.
Because that's what won y'all Super
Derek
Bowl.
Brooks could also be a
Yeah.
very underrated player. But yeah, it's Rondé Barber for me. Only player to have 45 picks, 25 sacks or something like that. But all right, we can finish off with NBA. I'll let you and Phil take this convo.
Well, it's not we weren't going to talk about the LeBron stuff, but the trades that have been going on.
Yeah, but the trades I also
Crazy.
don't really have much.
How
to
do you
say.
think the Nets did with their 2 trades?
Bro, it's stupid. Because what they did don't make no sense. Why do you have 9 wing players?
Not only that,
And
but
you
the
didn't get
first
the
trade,
haul.
the first trade.
Wait, let me and the people know who got traded for. I know
Yes.
they got Dinwiddie, but I don't know who they gave up for Kyrie. I don't know who they gave up for.
Yeah, they
Durant.
got
Who went to who
Dinwiddie.
from where?
They got Dinwiddie and picks from Dallas
Yeah, for Kyrie.
for Kyrie Irving.
Do you know what the picks are?
No, but I think it's like 2 firsts.
Okay.
And then they traded Durant to the Suns for Cam Johnson, McCall Bridges, Jay Crowder, and 3 firsts.
Yeah, that is hella wing players.
That's a lot of wing players when they already have a lot of wing players. They already have Royce O'Neal. They got Joe Harris.
Yeah, they got hella wing players.
Is it first for this year or first
For
the
like
next
over the
3
course of
years?
like a few years. So like the NBA has a rule. It's called the stipend rule. You can't trade consecutive year first round picks. You have to alternate. It keeps teams from like trading away their entire future.
Exactly. That's what I was like.
So I think that the Nets.
I mean, you can still trade away your future.
Yeah, you still can, but I feel like the Nets got a shit return. Like they got good players, but they gave away 2 superstars and received 0 superstars in return. Just a bunch. Like you're trading away $1 for like 30 pennies.
Yeah.
Are they better? Are they a better team for it?
And, I don't think so.
Damn.
And I know you said that they got the Suns picks and the Mavs picks, but are those like their picks or were these picks that they trade?
From my understanding, it's the Suns picks
Okay.
and the Mavs picks.
So there's no way that they could have like the number 1 pick this upcoming draft.
no.
Okay. All right.
And the Suns and Mavs are both going to be in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So you're looking at like a late round pick.
Who's
Yeah.
the front office person that like has the ultimate decision on that? Is
The
it the coach? or is it
GM.
the
Joe
GM?
Tsai.
The general manager.
Yeah.
I
He's
feel
not
like it
good.
might depend team
And
to
well,
team.
the owner as well. I mean, they all have some type of say, but in terms
It's
of like,
supposed to be like the
it's supposed to
GM.
be the GM. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure that everyone has input in who they want and like what's a good deal, and the GM then just makes the call and.
Yeah.
That's the final. sign-off.
Yeah. So I think the Nets got the short end of the stick there. And then the second question was Mavs and Suns. Which one got the better deal, and then which one ends up being the better team from that deal?
Suns got the
Because
better
how do
deal.
you think Kyrie and Luka will mesh, and then how do you think Durant and Booker? will
Suns
mesh?
got the better deal because you know Durant can be plug and play
Yeah.
easily, and they just have more talent on their
Yeah,
team.
I think also with CP3 there, and he is one of the greatest playmakers
Yeah.
of all time.
Is Kyrie really that much of a problem?
No,
I don't think he's that much of a problem. I just feel as though him and Luka are both ball dominant,
Oh.
and since there's only one basketball, it's kind of difficult to satisfy everybody.
and he also he be on some other shit sometimes. That's all. He's not as dependable as you would like for a superstar.
Yeah, like he'll want
But
to
like locker room wise, he's not a bad person.
I feel like Luka didn't need all that much help, did he?
No,
He-
they made it to the Western Conference Finals last year
He needed
without
help.
Kyrie. No, he needed some help. He needed
but
help.
Not like
Yeah.
a Kyrie help.
Yeah, he needed help because he needed you get Kyrie help, I mean, look where
Yeah,
it
you
took
get
LeBron.
Kyrie help. You're probably going back to the Western Conference
Yeah.
Finals.
Oh, okay.
He needs somebody that could just take, like, almost like LeBron, can take some pressure off of him, give him a break, just go get buckets, and then he can come back fresh and do his thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I do think the Suns won. I agree with you, Phil. Durant, yeah, plug and play.
Bro, how you
Fits
gonna
with
guard the pick and roll?
CP3. But also now who takes the
You're
last second
saying
shot?
They won the better deal, or
They got the better.
became
They got the better deal, and I think they're gonna mesh. Booker and Durant will mesh better
Yeah.
than.
Who takes the last shot? Whoever open. I don't think they complain because you got shooters.
Yeah.
Because
That's-
Chris Paul can
that's
take
tough,
the last
Phil.
shot. Like, you got legit
You have three people who can take the last shot.
and they can shoot at every level
Yeah.
efficiently, and
Yeah.
they can shoot free throws.
But at the same time, if we're drawing up a play, I'm drawing it for Durant then Booker.
Always,
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
he's
Booker's the
efficient
second
as shit.
So I have no idea. Like I'm trying to find like the shit actually on paper so I could see. I don't know who got the better deal, but I do think that I agree with y'all that the Suns became the better team
Yes.
out of the two.
Yeah, I don't think Mikal Bridges is. He's not a superstar player.
Nah.
So, and he never will be. Like he's also older for.
Sad.
He's older for like being in the league, like new in the league, because he was at Villanova for 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
So I just feel like he doesn't have a ton of time left in his prime.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I had for sports.
All right, cool. Well, that's all we have in general. Is there
You guys
anything
should do, like,
else?
little transitions, like of the sports. Since you
Oh,
guys
that
have
sounds like
topics
so
already.
much work.
No.
No, we
That-
can just take that clip of her going go team, and then before every sports
Yeah.
Go team.
section, she'll go sports, go team.
Sports.
Boom, and there you have it.
All right, Brittany, it's been a pleasure having you on. I appreciate you coming and
Thank you
being
for
on the
letting
podcast.
me crash.
Of course, of
It's been a
course.
great time.
Phil,
It was worth the hour and a half wait.
Dang.
It was.
Calls you out.
Nice.
No, but that's a compliment.
I
Like
know.
it was worth the hour and a
I
half. wait.
appreciate that. I've had a long day.
I'd wait
man.
another hour and a half if we could.
Phil, I
we could
hope
have you on again.
God
I
damn,
hope-
nigga.
I hope that on Tuesday, everyone is happy to know that you won your fight and that you actually did fight. So yeah,
That is
and
the
hopefully
plan.
that you're happy that your Eagles won the Super Bowl.
Me too, man.
Agreed. Happy Valentine's Day, folks.
Oh yes, Tuesday is also
Oh,
Valentine's
facts.
Day.
Fly.
Yeah,
Eagles
we didn't even
fly.
talk about that.
Yeah, that's
not even on the
facts. That's
Yikes.
facts.
I'm not
Come
doing
on,
anything,
guys.
so
Hopefully,
Y'all have wait, real quick before we end. Do y'all have plans?
no.
I'll probably do some with Tatiana. I haven't solidified anything yet.
Reservations are still available.
Yes.
Well, we both
But they're
we
probably
both work on
reservations are
Tuesday.
probably getting picked up
They're-
quickly. Like they're
yeah.
going out of
You may have to book at the airport.
I might make dinner or something, like make her some
a romantic dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we got the honeymoon coming up soon, and every time I'm like, oh, let's spend money on it, she's like, no, we got the honeymoon, so I can't spend money on anything.
Scavenger hunts. Hello, they're free and fun.
It's true.
Scavenger hunt
That
to
is
this
true.
meat.
It could be a clue. Could be a clue.
It goes right.
But yes, hopefully everyone listening is getting cheeks tonight, and be safe, I guess.
Yes.
I guess.
I mean, I don't love condoms, but if that's what your partner wants, then make sure you put it on.
I'm allergic.
But yes, it's been another episode of Save It for the Pod, episode number 98. Phil hit the drop. Peace.